All right, what up? What up? What up? It's your boy, Rep Milwaukee 414, back in the building. CEO Sneakers, Color Line Man, another Tuesday night. There is no more. Who has the heat? But like I said, we still gonna be in here every Tuesday, getting our sneaker talk on, figuring out what the heck is going on with 2020. And is this gonna be? I guess tonight we talking about we gonna be saving a lot of money this year. I think because
it's still early.
it's look now. Right now, it looked like we're gonna be saving a lot of money, and then also as well. I guess we can get into the state of the sneaker community, our expectations for 2020 with the sneaker community, and our own opinions about how we feel for 2020. Are we gonna step our game up? Are we gonna step our game up? I think we need to step our game up. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let y'all introduce yourselves first. Is it ladies first? I guess it's ladies first.
Of course.
Ladies first.
Let me straighten myself up now. All right, here we go. What's going on? It's your girl Q, the queen.
What's Sneaker James? You ain't gonna go first, Sneaker James? Okay.
No, we gotta let the young lady go first.
Am I on mute or something? What's going on?
No. Go ahead.
Look, I'm looking at my little dial like, dang, did I? What's up, y'all? It's girl Q, the queen. You know, it's Tuesday, early in the week. We still grinding. We still getting to it, baby. Let's go.
All right, it's your boy Sneaker James, aka the Shoe Freak, aka the dude next door with all the kicks. Up on here one more again on a Tuesday. What's good? What's going on?
Sneaker James is officially a special guest. You know, icon living like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Because he did show up. You know what I'm saying, for this special occasion.
You know, it's after the holidays, man. We done took the tree down, took the lights down. You know.
Hey, on a side note, before we get into it, I ain't even finna hold y'all. Today, I took down the last bit of Christmas stuff that we had in the house. Like the last, like I took the tree down and everything, right? But like the little small stuff that was still trickled into the crib, like floor mats, like Merry Christmas floor mats, little stuff like that, or what's that?
A Michigan beer. They talking about the Michigan beer. Sorry. Keep talking.
Oh yeah. So, you know, like little stuff like that or whatever. You know, like I had, you know, got all that stuff up to get out the house. So it's like officially done with Christmas stuff in the house. But so I guess we got a few people that's late as usual, but they're gonna trickle in here. But how's everybody week, first of all? You know what I'm saying? Weekend. How's everybody weekend? Did anybody pick anything up? There was everybody's weekend a flawless victory, or was it like, you know, you was just chilling?
My weekend was splendid.
I was super chilling. It was splendid.
Hey, yo.
Would you have a spot of tea by chance?
Splendid weekend. If I might say so myself.
I had a splendid weekend too. It's green, but you know what I'm saying. You know, green and gold. I just don't have a gold. I don't have no gold nowhere in it. But you know,
that pays the bills right there. Keep drinking that on up now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hey, we had Anthony Davis at the game and everything. You know, but I digress.
Y'all was in y'all best position. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I digress. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Most definitely that pulled up tonight. We got who we got up in here? Feet. Yeah, we got Feets. We got
Sneaker with the Foe, BX. We got a couple pulled up on us tonight.
Sneaker with the Foe, BX. Who else we got in the building? We got Rice Go 80. Mill Stepper in the building for show.
Throwback King, what's up, my bro?
Who else we got?
Throwback King.
Yeah, Shannon Howard with the hand. You got King Love in the building.
IBA dropped his email. I'm not sure what's that about, but you know, I'm sure we'll figure it out.
IBA ain't get it. Come on.
All he want to do, come on here and show off his t-shirts. Listen, you know how to spell your name, bruh. We know.
Iba.
We got it.
All right, IBA, I got you with that link, bro. I know you already got the link. I don't know what happened. So, yeah, she tripping.
You was on last night? Feet said she was gaming last night. Who was on last night?
Oh, yeah, I'm not about that gaming life, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ain't about that life. I got a Nintendo Wii. That's about it.
Damn. What kind of life you living over there?
I'm not really into games like that. The Wii is super fun though, but I'm not really into games like that.
Okay.
The Wii is dope. Like, especially bowling with like 5 or 6 of the drunk homies. The Wii is phenomenal.
Oh no, I remember them Wii days. At that OC.
Hold on, y'all.
Couple drinks. Couple drinks. Bowling. That's a night like that.
That's the first generation Wii though.
Say it again.
That's the first generation Wii.
Yeah, I ain't got it. I need to update I need to get a newer one, but yeah, it's the old school one.
Okay. Get you a Switch. That's the new one. Nintendo Switch. You can use it as a handheld and I think you can use it as a Wii now too. Shit, I don't know.
How many can you hook up multiple controllers with that?
Well, it comes with 2, and I think you can.
Oh, bad.
You got to buy 2 more, but it comes with like 2 that's attached.
Yeah.
So,
Let me live, bro. Let me live.
He said, "What type of life you living over there? Q, don't come from me." He said, "What type of life you living? Like, I'm living the life of sin."
I wish I would have had an IBA sneakerhead T-shirt on right now.
I know you do.
Y'all doing Uber tonight, Iba?
Uber? Who Ubers?
Iba the Uber.
What are the Uber for?
I said, "Are you doing Uber? Is anybody in the back seat?"
Well, they don't want to get my car with me, bro.
The last time you was driving, there was somebody in the back seat. That's why I'm asking.
Oh no, that was my boy. Because I had my shirts in the front seat. I had a box of shirts in the front seat last time.
Okay. AJ, what's up, my brother? Happy New Year to you.
What's going on, AJ?
Happy New Year, bro. What's going on, guys?
Mr. AJ, what's cracking, bro?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Queen?
IBA. You wear a different IBA T-shirt every day, don't you?
I try to.
Look, y'all think I'll be capping.
Oh, there is. Hey, RBA, AJ, y'all gonna hit y'all intros, man. I guess we can go ahead and get started.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead. You good?
Go ahead, AJ.
Oh, AJ, Ty 87K on IG. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, same here, man. It's your boy IBA. You can find me here on YouTube, or you can find me on Instagram. Keep it short.
Show.
So let's get into it. What we talking about today?
All right, y'all. So we talking about this 2020 sneaker releases. I think that I'm gonna be saving a lot of money this year. I mean, I don't know about y'all, because this might be the most cost-effective year I've ever seen in my life.
It's still
Big
early.
facts.
My kind of year.
Early. It's extremely early.
It is
There's
early.
a lot of. Wait till y'all see what's coming out. You guys gonna change your minds real quick.
Yeah, we haven't even got it's super early. Super.
But as far as the calendar, it looks kind of meh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we gonna get some, some last minute stuff. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Stuff that's gonna get added.
It's about what you're looking for. If you only looking at one brand, then possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the thing. If it's about one brand, then it's gonna be, might be a little slim for you, depending
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I could honestly, never mind. I ain't gonna say it. I could go all year without a Jordan purchase, but I already know a couple things that are coming out that I might have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, it just depends on what you're looking for.
Fire Red 5s, I can't really not get, can I not get Fire Red 5s? I don't know. I don't think I can. And this is the thing, I don't like 5s, but I have my, my particulars.
Right.
But
the only thing about 5s is they're not comfortable, but it's a few that's coming out this year that I definitely want.
Right.
Like I said, it depends on what you're looking for and what brand that you're really into.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I like everybody, so I'm all over.
I know I don't want no McQueens though. I'll tell you that.
I mean, hey man, Everything in for everybody, baby. You know that. You're gonna see a pair of those McQueens though that you're gonna have a change of heart. Trust me, man. Just give it some time.
I doubt it. What's
Because
going on?
all of them don't look like the ones that I had. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sure.
You over there with some McQueens?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, that's that good.
They all look the same. They all look the same.
No, not all of them. Not all of them. Not
That's
all.
that good. Government treating you good, huh?
Yeah, they take care of me a little bit, you know.
Oh, okay.
Take care of me a little something.
Getting that government cheese, all right.
Listen, you know that. I'm here. I'm here for that.
Cool.
But it really, like I said, it really depends on what the type of brands that you went to. Some people are only like they only buy yours. So if you're only looking at that, then yeah, you would probably you would probably feel that way.
And you know I don't only buy Jordans, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you would feel that way now because I know within the next couple months, anybody who's saying that now, their mind is gonna change. That's a fact.
I mean, I know you different because you're the type that I wear like New Balance and Sauconys and stuff like that, right?
Yes, sir.
Air Maxes and so stuff like that.
Absolutely, everybody.
So I get it.
I haven't owned a pair of New Balances since high school. So that was my Saucony and New Balance was popping. Etonics in middle school.
Etonics, man, I ain't heard that. Ages.
New Balance.
Man.
Yeah.
Etonics. Wow, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, it was those styles of shoes, and those was popping back.
No, they definitely were. Yeah. I just haven't heard them. I just haven't heard that name in years.
Yeah, man. I don't even like that style of shoe anymore. Like running flag stuff he does. I mean, I like some of the stuff he does with ASIC, but I don't really like those.
Yeah, they really gotta have some nice colors for us for me. Like it can't be just like a basic red and white or black and red. I just need something a little bit more challenging than that.
Well, I know, like you said, it's January, it's early. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more releases after the first quarter that we haven't seen yet, which is typical, especially for Jordan Brand and Nike. But right now, it looked like a cost-effective year, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna change.
And they're just gonna throw everything at you guys at once, and it's gonna be like, oh crap.
Right.
I mean, we don't even know
basically
what's
going on. It's gonna be the year of the SB. That's for sure. Nike's really pushing the SBs.
I did see that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that.
Hopefully,
they dropped the SB on the stash today.
Well, it's yeah, they announced that they're gonna be dropping the plums, which is crazy, man. Like, because when those actually came out in 2002, the quality was amazing. So hopefully they do the same thing with the newer ones coming out. You know, like the same quality. Because the Viotex didn't do it. I mean, it could look good, but yeah.
I'm hoping that the Miss Pac-Man SBs come out this year. That's the only one that I'm looking for. That is
nah. They're working on the P rods. They're doing some more. They're trying to go back to like some OG colorways.
Man, if this is Nike's way of trying to pretend like they ain't still Air Jordan 1s.
Hey, not horn. Dang.
They heard the hell out of Air Jordan 1s for like the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I went after the
trying to distract us by throwing all these SBs out there.
No, I mean, like we always talked about with rep, is you'll see like a celebrity rock something, and then they're just gonna bring it out. Like, I mean, Travis Scott started wearing SBs. What's his name? Amigos, man. What's his name?
Offset.
Yeah,
Quavo.
Offset's been. Yeah, they just got a thing with Jordan, so he's been rocking stuff like that. You know, you'll see like that's what it is. It's like Nike follows wherever the hype is going, and they know that SBs are making a comeback. But I mean, but now you're going to ask these people like, "Hey, what are these SBs?" I don't know, but they won't know what they are. But they're just gonna buy them just to flip them. So like the Travis Scott SBs coming out, those are gonna sell more than his Jordans. Watch.
and those Travis Scott SBs are garbage.
Yeah.
They're tearaway. You can tear them. There's material underneath.
Yeah,
So they're doing. Yeah.
I know, but like you said, I'm sure everybody is going to try to get them just to try to flip.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the sneaker game's turning into anymore. I mean, yeah, it's a business, but it's just like if for people like us who actually collect shoes or like to have shoes, can't get them unless you're like on. I mean, and like I'm one of those no bots, none of that, like So you got
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to it most definitely with the SBs because I'm an SB
I've
fan.
had a few pair of SBs in my collection. I got 2 pair now.
I only got
just
one.
Mine, you had them in your collection since back in the day.
I had them for a while. I got the Beijing SB lows, and I got the
Those are nice.
um
You got the maroon ones, right? The maroon and gold, or like the white and gold. Which one? Which colorway did you get?
hold on. These.
Ah, yes, the black. Those are dope.
And I have the De La Soul lows, the green ones.
Those are nice.
All the other ones.
People always like, oh, I want the De La Souls. Do you even know who De La Soul is? No.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of people do not.
That's actually a pair I wouldn't mind if they re-release those. I would get those.
See, I don't
about
think
the yellow
they
ones,
will.
right?
Yeah, the original.
All right.
I doubt that they will because every time they do that, they have to pay royalties.
I mean,
So
Tommy Boy not paying royalties, so they might as well get some from fucking Nike. That's music shit though. That's
yeah. No, so that's why.
That's a different, but different conversation.
No, so I think the ones that they're gonna drop, I feel are gonna be the ones that are like they're going back in the day and they're starting because they're doing like the two. I'm sure they're gonna do the J pack. It's basically the Jordan 1s as SBs, like the low tops. They did the Royals. They have the Reds. So those were hyped back in the day in like 06 ish time, so early 2000s. I think they're gonna re-release those.
Mm-hmm.
What about the skunk SBs? You know they may bring those. I would like to see that on the low because I'm good on the high.
Man, yeah, I mean I would too, but right now the high is sitting at what $1,100-$1,200. They're expensive, bro. Like it's crazy. It's just that's what I'm saying. You'll see a celebrity rock a shoe and just skyrocket. It's like 2 or 3, maybe even like say 5 months ago, SBs were like sitting everywhere. Like people were still having them. You see it, and now everybody wants it.
That's a fact. That is a fact. I was looking for. I've been looking for a pair of Dornbecker 4s for like the last 5 months.
And prices dropped on those for a while, and then
they did drop for a while until I seen Offset in the pair.
Yeah, and then there we go.
It's a wrap.
That's how it happens.
So my search is over.
Right.
My search is over.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm most definitely looking forward to any SBs that come out this year. And it is early, so I mean I do agree with that, but it just looks
they're
like
gonna drop the P-Rods, I think next month or this month. The hot P-Rod highs.
Next month?
The SB dunk. I think it's like next month, this month, the P-Rod highs. The SB, the dunk. So usually because P-Rod has his own collection, but they're doing a dunk high.
Okay. And then normally when it comes to SBs, I go to Premier Skate. I usually don't mess with anything else because they normally have everything.
Yeah, they clutch.
Especially when it comes to SBs, Premier Skate always comes through.
That's a fact.
If they don't have their own exclusive, like sometimes, and whenever they have their own exclusive, it'd be fire. Like they have never disappointed on an exclusive.
People probably doing. Are you talking about the website?
Yeah, or their website or anything. Their social media.
Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those like, not people are catching waves that we can make money on these, and then there go the bots too.
Yeah.
So it's just like
pretty much how it works.
Yep.
That's how it works. And people are buying anything. Like I know people that are like firemen, like people work for the fire department, bro. This ain't even their scope of practice here. Like none of this. but they see Yeezy in the store because it's there. They assume, hey, that's a Yeezy. I can get $350 for that, and they don't know what they're doing. And of course, they always reach out to me. Yo, how much you think I could get for this? Like, bro, this ain't bro. This ain't that, bro. This ain't that. But you know, I guess everybody got to try their hand.
Yeah.
What are y'all looking forward to this year? Is there anything like y'all like y'all seen that's coming out this year, and y'all like, I can't wait for that?
I don't know. As far as sneakers wise, I can't really say because I haven't seen much. I do want to kind of scale back on some of my purchases because last year I feel like last year I overdid it. So hopefully I can kind of scale back a little bit to probably about one shoe a month, maybe. Hopefully that's the goal. Hopefully.
Wish I could do that.
Bro, I don't think that's gonna happen for me.
2020 resolution went down the drain instantly. We hit second day and boom. It's just I mean, I don't know. You try, I try, but it's just like something keeps popping up, and I'm not like I don't buy the new stuff. I usually buy the stuff that I need. Like something that I've had back in the day, and I just now because what I'm looking for now is well, I had what's that called? I had the PSNY Jordan 1 samples that I got the friends and family ones. So I'm like, oh, you know what? Since I have the samples, I want to get the 2-3 NY release. So I just added those two, and I'm like, crap. All right, now I got to get the LA 2-3 LA, because they did a whole thing of them. So there's about like 12 pairs of Jordan 1s that I'm working on right now. So got to finish my wall. So.
And that's what I was gonna say. For me, it will work out if there aren't many releases this year that I would want, because I definitely want to go back and get some stuff.
Right.
Kind of what I really want to focus on that this year and getting Grail-esque stuff, the stuff that I feel like I absolutely have to have. Like I'm actually clearing out other things, and I'm like, I had this for years. I ain't worried yet. Okay, get it out of here. Especially if I need it. So it's I'm kind of going through that phase right now.
But see, I feel for you guys as YouTubers and like content creators that you guys have to, like, you pretty much have to buy every new release. Like someone like me is just like, if I see, I don't need the Fire F5s. I have all the old releases. This one is not really going to do much for me. Like I know the Nike Air doesn't really matter. I'm a Jordan 1 guy. So like, it's one of those, like, if I know I'm not going to buy anything January, February, March, I'm going to go back and save all that money that I was going to spend on all these releases and buy something that I needed from a few years ago. Right. So a lot of people ask, like, oh, what I'm like, if you don't need to buy a shoe, think about it. There's like 1 or 2 shoes come out every month, right? You're saving like almost $1,000, right? In like 2 or 3 months, depending on how much you buy. Now take that $1,000 and put it into a Grail or put it into something that you're going to have to pay resale for. So just be like, crap, I want this in my collection. Let me just pay this extra $7,500. At least I have it. That's how I look at stuff. Like, you don't have to buy every single. I used to be like that. I needed every single release. But
no, that's a fact. I don't feel like as YouTubers we have to buy every release. Like some people, I would say they make it their business to do that, but you don't necessarily have to. I mean, you don't have to do it just. Some people are doing it just to have content, because a lot of times they're not keeping the shoe.
Right.
Like I'm not buying. Every release don't even look good, so I'm not buying each and every release just to make content, because I feel like it's kind of a waste of time.
Right.
Like, would you do something like you buy it and then just sell it for retail? Because I feel that if your channel turns into like you're gonna do new release, like reviews, and then you stop that for example, like you just said, it looking like a dryer, you might not want to buy some stuff. Like, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. Now, if you just stop doing the new releases, reviews, I'm sure it's gonna hurt the channel just a little bit because people are used to seeing like for example, oh, Rep got like when he does the pops, damn, he didn't get the new pops. Next person who has it, like like I feel like that's what can happen, but if you're not buying the new releases, your next few content has to be just bangers,
Right.
Like,
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely. And then at the same time,
matter of like how you start off. Like if you are starting off to where like you buying every single thing, and that's where your audience is coming from, then naturally when you slow that down, you got to figure out a way to keep that up. So
absolutely, yeah.
Instance where like for me, a lot of things that I show don't belong to me. I just show them early. They belong to the retailer that's selling them. So I've found a hack for myself because I'm not about to be buying every single release. That's
right.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like even if you do buy it, you could either take it back and return it, get your money back, because honestly, that's why I never wanted to get into. Everybody's like, oh, do YouTube. I don't want to get stuck into a category. Like I just like the reason I like Instagram is because I can post what I want when I want. I don't have to worry about what audience is gonna like or not because I know my audience now. Because once I step into like the YouTube, you're reaching a whole nother fan base.
That's perception. That's perception because a lot of people come into it believing that that's what they have to do in order to be YouTube. But
you don't necessarily have to. You don't necessarily have to.
You have to have content. Like you have to know how to be entertaining. You have to have a personality. You have to have the ability to create.
Absolutely.
But don't you think like as for example, like me, somebody who's just starting, people know that I'm in sneakers, right? And even though I don't want to get stuck into this, oh, AJ has to buy the new release every single month or every single week. Now, do you think it's something like just to fit in, quote unquote, I would have to start with that just to like, because right now, if you search, people are searching early reviews, people are searching collections, people are searching all that. So your stuff is going to pop up. Right now, if you just go in there, like, because I mean, like something like that, I would love to do like skits, like IBA, and you guys have that's the funny stuff I like, even though it's related to sneakers and stuff. But I feel like I would have to get into the YouTube game with like the super early reviews because everybody's doing early reviews. So I'm gonna have to like go into my little black book and be like, I need these like months in advance, right? Just to be a step, and then after that, you can, I guess, adjust it. That's why it's just. I mean, props to you guys.
It didn't really.
Ain't no props to me because I ain't buying nothing early.
I only talk about what I got. I mean, I don't go out my way to go, get certain things just to talk about it. That's just not. I don't move that way.
And then it also depends on what you're here for. It also depends on what you're in it for.
Right.
That plays a part too. With me, it's just fun. Like it's a lot of fun recording and like going live and it's fun to me, and then you get to meet a lot of people. So if I don't buy a shoe for 3 or 4 months, that's okay. Like, because I'm still going to come back, and if I buy a shoe, I'm still going to come back and talk about the shoe again. But like you were saying, if you got a good personality, even without a shoe, you're still able to engage people and to still come and sit down and watch you, even though you don't have a shoe because of your personality.
Right. A lot of people start and they glorify the fact that it's cool to do YouTube. They don't really have, like with one of you guys, I forget what it was, but just having an idea for what you want to achieve when you actually start your channel.
Yeah.
Makes a difference, because if you're just coming on here to just say, okay, look what I got, and that just be it, then you're probably not going to find, you're either going to get burnt out.
Right.
Because there's so many people doing it.
Yeah.
Like, when you think of like sneaker YouTube, it's so many people that are doing it. It's almost like it's ridiculous. Like it's so many people that's doing it.
Right, and it's true. That's why you got to find your. You know what I'm saying? People always say you got to find your niche, but at the end of the day, it's like it ain't just about that. You know what I mean? You got to put your own personality onto whatever it is that you're doing because we're all different, even though we're talking about the same things. But the way I talk about it might be different than the way Q might talk about it, or the way, you know what I'm saying, Shoe Freak might talk about it.
Yeah. And then, like I said, it depends on what you want. Like, I love the fact that I can travel. I love the fact that I can travel and I can meet people.
Right.
Now I know now if I'm in LA, I know I can hook up with IBA if I'm in LA.
Right.
Anytime before, if I go to LA, I don't know anybody. I know if I go to San Antonio, I can hook up with rep. You know, so like it's like stuff like that is like dope for me.
Community.
Oh, you just gonna forget about Chicago? I see. Okay,
I was
I'm just saying.
I was working out.
I mean, Q. So me and Q, I guess me and her chilling.
Look,
I
I'm not trying to be out here in the Shire.
I was working my way around, but
he's like, it's too damn cold. That's why.
Due to the season and shit right now, Chicago is not. It's not right now.
Actually, believe it or not,
But he live in DC, so it ain't no difference.
Yeah, but what you talking about? Y'all just you guys shut down for like a little flurry, bro.
It definitely is a difference. It definitely is a difference.
No, but like honestly, Chicago weather's been very. You seen it? Like it's been very like chill. Like something's coming. But
yeah, we about to get a cold vortex at some point. We gotta be ready. Yeah.
But you know what? Let me tell you guys something. So, Marco and Alvin and even Jumperman Chris have been telling me, yo, you gotta post on YouTube. And like the same thing, I was just like, I don't know what to post. So we did a video with the Container Store and Marcus Jordan. So I'm like, you know what? I decided to post it on a channel that we had back in the day. Bro, tell me why. I just checked it. It's at 111,000 views.
Wow.
I was like, holy crap.
So you just answered your question from earlier.
But see, that's why I was like, let me just go back and look at it. And it's one of those like what interests people. So like, I guess you gotta like the attention span is a little different. So I don't know. Maybe I'll post. I mean, I could just whatever I post on, I guess IGTV, I'll just throw it up on that. To see what happens.
In my opinion, you have a lot of different angles to you.
It's crazy, man.
In terms of what you're working on.
Yeah,
I think
got a lot going on.
Right. I think that you can easily intertwine that in a way to where it works for YouTube. The problem is that it's two different worlds. IG and YouTube are different worlds. So it's very hard to balance the two. Like I IG, I'm trying to get better at IG. YouTube is more natural to me. So I'm trying to do more on YouTube because that's kind of the nature of me. That's where I come from, IG. So it's like,
Yeah, I just feel like if I get into that as like I used to be back in the day, it's just that it's gonna need a lot more of my attention, right? Mm-hmm. Because I just can't you got to do the promoting, you got to do like the algorithms are all different. Like I've just figured out how IG's working. I mean, like I know like the little tricks of IG. Like today I posted a picture. I think within 8 hours it's over 1,000 likes. I mean my stuff is getting up there, so I'm just trying to figure out one social media at a time.
Yeah.
And and again, there's like all my homies are on. Everybody, you guys are on YouTube. I'm like, what do I do to compete with you guys? Like it's literally a competition. Like you can't just say, oh yeah, we're homies, but at the end of the day, you gotta put out. I gotta put out something better than Rep, than Queen, than all you guys. Like
it's not. It's not because when you
no. I mean, I'm just saying like when it gets to that point, you're like, because if my stuff is not at par of you guys, nobody's gonna watch it.
Oh, the quality.
The quality. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not like you don't have to one up. I'm saying like quality has to be there. Like it's just the interest of it, because whatever I want to do now is already been done. That's why I'm like I'm sticking to IG.
So. Well, no, that makes sense. I can understand that. That makes sense. I mean, because like you said, honestly, it's 2020.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it. People been doing YouTube, for the past 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Caddy,
what's
good? Caddy, what's good, Caddy?
So to come in,
chilling.
To jump in YouTube now, I'm not saying it's not possible, because it is. It's just about what you. It's like I said earlier. It's about what you would be jumping in it for.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important part. What would you be jumping into it for? Me, like I said, some people would probably jump into it because they just think they can make money.
Nah. I feel like when it comes to that part, I mean, our platforms are just like a tool for us to be able to engage with our audience, and you know what I'm saying. As far as what you do with it is what you want to do with it. But I feel like when it comes to making money with YouTube, I don't think it's there unless you're like super big. Like, you know what I mean? Other than that, it's kind of pointless.
Pause.
We not pausing in 2020, bro. That's over with. We're not doing that no more. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So I mean, and then and the way I look at it, cause like it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that's coming out, and we all looking towards getting that 1K and becoming monetized. But I'm like, okay, if you got monetized today, what changes really?
Well,
Nothing changes.
It does change a little bit now. It changes a little bit because now that if you get monetized today, tomorrow somebody can pull up to your live and drop you a donation. I mean,
first off,
it may not be a lot, but
realistic. Let's be realistic.
That changes.
Let's for 1 second. Let's be realistic. So everybody that you consider to be a larger YouTuber, at one point got to 1,000 subscribers.
Absolutely.
Right. So what are we saying?
No, but what I'm saying is that people are making it seem like getting just the way I see is that hitting that 1K and you could becoming monetized means they're treating it like you've made it.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
that's an accomplishment for a lot of people because like we just said earlier, it's a lot of people doing this.
But what changes when you get there?
Subscribers to hit 1,000 subscribers to a lot of people. Shit, when I hit 1,000, I was happy for that.
Okay, but look, this another thing I've been telling people. What is 1,000 subs if nobody's watching?
I mean, no, you got a point.
No, and his point is specific to who he's talking about because yes, there are a lot of people that let's just be real. Some people are doing lives and these hacks to get to 1,000 subscribers and however many watch hours just so they can get monetized. Those are the people I'm talking about, not the people who scrapped for 1,000, like the likes of myself. Right?
Hey, I have no problem with getting mine organically. I don't care how long it takes. I'd rather it be organic.
Let me tell you something. I did a whole collage when I got to 1,000 subscribers and kind of just showing my journey because it was like I organically got 1,000 subscribers.
Right, like, as you should.
Like, no, this was before I had a feature, a shout out. Like, that was all me.
Right.
So, yes, I get what you're saying in terms of the hackers to 1,000 that are like, oh, yeah, now I get monetized. Now it's on and popping.
I look at it. I feel like anybody now who is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, it's not easy. It's not easy. So because they're saying, man, I'm on the road to 1K because it's 1 million. You can type in Bread 11 review. It's probably 1,000 pages on YouTube with that review.
That's right. That's a fact.
So you gotta put in work. So when you get 1,000 subscribers, that's like, of course, it's not a Grammy, but it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm monetized. So now I feel like I have a purpose now. Now I may not be speaking for everybody, but I know some people probably feel that way. Like now I have a purpose here. I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm monetized. So now you feel a little good about yourself. I'm not saying you can quit your job, but this is feeling.
Listen, Gary Vee talks about this all the time, about how people are trying to chase subscribers and likes and followers. And it's perfectly fine having 1,000 subscribers, but you need to make sure that you're loving on those 1,000. You need to make sure that you're giving those 1,000 your all. Make sure you commenting, you liking.
That is a fact.
Because once you actually direct your energy and give it everything, like it's gonna grow the way it's supposed to grow.
Sure enough, I agree.
You can't put stock into 100,000 subscribers. Like,
right.
You have to do where you're at right now. Where are you?
I agree.
That's
totally agree with that.
That's who you serve.
Totally agree.
So let's be all the way real with it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I just feel like all of us, with the aside of AJ, has been has been on that hunt that we want to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. I mean,
but like AJ wasn't always at where he at now. He had to start somewhere too, just like each and every last one of us. You know what I mean?
No, but I'm saying I said with the aside of him because he doesn't do YouTube. That's why I said that.
Right.
Because he don't do YouTube, all of us been on that hunt.
Rap, should I start?
I want to hit that
I
1K.
was just gonna say, hey, I don't know, cause that over 100,000 view
I don't see why
video.
not. I don't see why not. I mean, honestly, like I said, it's all about what you want it for.
Yeah.
That's it.
Every single person that y'all probably look up to that's larger at one point were where you were.
Yeah.
True.
You have to
Absolutely.
you have to be honest, and you have to reassess. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, if you're doing YouTube if you're coming out the bat saying I want to do YouTube to make money, then you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Right.
Clearly the wrong reasons, because you probably gonna make it down.
If you're doing it because you want to have fun with it and you want to do something different, something that you just want to see, hey, let me try this and see how am I at this, and I'm into sneakers, I like this, let me try it, then that's a reason. But if you're trying to do it for monetary gain right off the bat, don't, because the first thing I will tell you, shit is hard. This shit is hard.
Very.
It's a job for real.
What? If you have a full-time job, and all of us have full-time jobs.
Yes.
To go do a 9 to 5 or whatever hours you do, come home, grab a shoe, sit in front of a camera, do your whole setup, shoot a video, talk in front of the video, trying to, do a one-take Jake, or if you don't do a one-take Jake, sit there and do your parts. Yeah. Then do your on foot, chop the video up, sit in front of the computer and edit it, add your music, add your B-roll, add your intro. By the time you finish, you like 5 hours, 6 hours in.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
You a good 5-6 hours in. And it's only, and mind you, it's only for maybe about a good 6-7 minute video.
Yep.
Let me interject real quick. Skip, quit talking all that shit. I remember you. You did look up to sneaker YouTubers. Now go on somewhere.
So,
puss ass.
Yeah, and V said it perfectly. It's hard to balance that. I started doing YouTube videos, and my first video, I was like, all right, I'm gonna shoot a video in the back of a school near my crib. I shot a video, and I was like, okay, this is easy. Till I did the editing. Then I was like, I'm not about this life. I was like, no, I'm not about this life. Y'all gonna get one video a year from me. Here you go.
You gotta be about that life, man. You gotta be about that life, especially to do it full time and to be 100% consistent. Like, I feel like for me, I try to do a video on Saturday. If Saturday come and I don't want to do it, it won't get done. That's the bottom line.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, some people are just in it for the wrong reasons. They feel like they have to do one every day. And that's just, like I said, especially if you already got a 9 to 5, and God knows if you got children.
Bruh, I got a little boy on the way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It was hard enough. Thank you.
Congratulations.
It was hard enough just getting on here, coming in, checking, make sure wifey's good, seeing if she ate, picking up food. You good? You all right? I'm gonna jump on the computer for a minute. Imagine if I was doing videos full time.
Yeah, it's too much. That's why
the other part to it.
You got to be good where you at. You got to be happy where you at, and you got to enjoy the people that's rocking with you. That's rocking with you just because.
Right.
And people get it twisted. Even if your video is 5 minutes long, people think like, oh, it's a 5-minute video. It took him 5 minutes to do it. No. No.
Even I know that's not.
I had to cut out a lot of shit to get it.
Yeah,
exactly.
For real. Even if you already have your own intro that you do for every video and your own outro for every video that you do or whatever, like that's cool and all that. But it's a lot of other editing. Like, editing is the worst. Like, it's cool to shoot something. That's the easiest part to do. That's the easiest part to do.
Yeah.
Like, even if you fumble up on something or whatever like that, that's the easiest part to do. The hardest part is after you think about, man, I just fumbled on that, but I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna bang out this video, whatever. Pause. It's when you got to edit it, and you got to be in every portion. Like, oh man, I got to take this out. I got to move this here. I got to shift this here. I got to transition that. I got to add this music. I got to take this music out. I got to do. It's like, bro,
the editing is the killer. That's the killer right
there. Look, people be in the some people be in the comments like, she talks too damn much. I'd be like, you should talk about it. You could have heard.
We complaining.
That's for you.
Hey, we complain about editing, but I ain't gonna lie, editing could be fun sometimes, especially when you're creating.
It can be. It can be.
Yeah,
bro.
It can be, but overall, it can't. Especially when you start coming into your own self with the editing, because, like, you know, in the beginning stages, you don't know what you're doing unless somebody, you know, they taught you something. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody, I'm pretty sure in here that does videos, you know what I'm saying? When you started out, you didn't know nothing and you learned everything on your own. So the better that you got with it, the more you got, like, you feel like you are evolving. So you like, man, this is kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? I done added something new here. I done added something new there with every video that you've done. But still, at the end of the day, you look up after you finish doing that new video and you be like, dang, it's been 5 hours?
5 hours, exactly. Bro. It's been times why it took me a whole weekend to do one video.
And there's other parts to it that people tend to forget about. Remember, you're not just getting in the video being like, yo, what's good? It's your boy Cadillac Jackson. Got a new shoe for you. You got to come with energy. So even on the days where you may not be feeling it, you like, yo, I got to put energy into this video.
Absolutely.
Or people ain't going to watch it.
Just like how we was talking about Mike Rich last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's very much an introvert, but when he get on that camera, it's what's going on. You know, like, he ain't doing that every day.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mike Rich, man.
He ain't doing that every day.
That ain't Mike. He ain't waking up to his wife like, what's going on? He ain't. Come on, bro.
Clank, clank.
You know, Mike ain't walking around the house like, what's good, shawty? Yeah. Like, you know, he's not doing that.
Talking about, baby, is these new J's on my day? Clank, clank, ain't they? He ain't doing all that, bro.
Step of approval,
yeah.
Not walking around like, baby, this serious cleanse your feel. No.
In the house talking to Jay, talking about these cleans. No, bro, come on. You can't tell me he doing that. He not doing all that, bro.
Right.
He not.
No, that's a fact. Like I said, it's a job. It's a job, you know, and especially if you want to put out good content for whatever you're here for. If you want to create good content, it's gonna take some time.
Mm-hmm.
Q not seeing niggas in the street talking about royals. She not doing all that, bro. She not everywhere she go talking about royals. You can't tell me she is. She not answering her phone talking about royals.
No, not at all. No.
Okay. Nope. You are not gonna walk up to Q and be like, "Hey Q, we gonna talk about it." Like, no, it's not going down. If you do that, Q's gonna look at you like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Right.
No, you don't ever see that in real life. No, that's not happening.
So,
nope.
It's like, yo, there's a certain, like, you have to bring energy for your videos. You have to go into your videos. Sometimes you got to go into your videos with a game plan. You know what I'm saying? Once you set that camera up, you set the camera up and you get ready. And another thing, you got to know the shoe you're talking about. You can't just get in front of the camera because, let's be real, chat, y'all be watching when a cat mess up on a shoe, like, oh yeah, y'all go in.
Oh, that's a fact.
Y'all go in. If I be like, yeah, so this shoe was made to honor so and so. No, it wasn't made to honor. You gonna get a whole bunch of dislikes.
Yeah, man. You gotta take pride in it. Like, you gotta make sure the lighting is correct. Like, I remember some of my first videos. I used to use my lamp from the living room. So I used to unplug my living room lamp, take it all the way upstairs. It was just a mess. But it was a learning process. You know, it's a learning process, and then you gotta learn that. Okay, you gotta take your time. You gotta do some things different. You gotta make sure your hands ain't ashy if you're gonna be all in front of the camera.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot.
yeah.
It's a lot.
There's a lot. The outfits, like people pay attention. Now you had that outfit on in your last video. You dirty. Like
and you know the crazy thing about it is like I feel like when people like when I jump on pause when I get on live every now and then and somebody says you freak man, I never saw you with a t-shirt. I feel undressed. Cause I feel like I can't even get in front of a camera without a jersey.
You're gonna have to change that at some point because you're gonna run out of jerseys, bro.
I mean, I got quite a few, but you're right.
Didn't you wear that jersey right there, LA Sneaker Con?
I did.
And don't let you do like a say you set a day to do a video, but you're not just doing one video, you're doing multiple videos. You gotta do a prerequisite. No, you gotta do it. Well, you can, but you can do a prerequisite in your video. Like, yeah, look, don't get it twisted. I done did like 3 videos today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta tell people. You know, like, nah, look, I don't want to see y'all in the comments. I done did 3 videos today. So
yeah, you find yourself.
I'm wearing the same thing.
Explain yourself to the camera.
I used to do that, but now I just do it. Nobody said nothing. So I used to be like, you see me with the same shirt on, that means I did it on the same.
I did the same thing.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I changed my shirt. I changed shirt, hat, and everything.
Nobody got time for that shit.
Ain't nobody got time to be flipping like 4 outfits for 4 different. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm just telling you straight up.
I'm like, do you want to see me and see this content, or you want to see a different shirt? Like, what you got to choose.
Right.
Yeah, so like I said, it all boils down to it's definitely a job. You know what I'm saying? Like some people it's full time, some people it's part time, but nevertheless, it's still some sort of a job.
Right.
It is definitely a job. So ask yourself, if you a person who wants to get into doing YouTube videos, ask yourself why you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing it to make cash, this may not be for you because it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute for you to get that grind, and then you got to get 4,000 watch hours within 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got to do that, get the 1,000 subscribers, and just because you hit that don't mean you're gonna make some cash off of it.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed for somebody to give you some type of information. I mean, the option is there, but it's not guaranteed.
Right.
So
and you change your outfit because you doing the whole fashion agenda, so you kind of got to be that person that does that. For me, I'm sneakers. I'm OG with mine. Like I'm here. Let's do this.
No, I can definitely understand that. You know, it's really about finding what you love about being on YouTube, what you want to do, and going with it. Like everybody here, you know, people watch them for a reason. You know what I'm saying? People watch Q for a reason. People watch you, Shoe Freak, for a reason. People watch Rep for a reason. People watch IBA for a reason. People watch AJ for a reason. People watch me and OG and Beard, you know, for a reason. You know, everybody, there's avenues that you can go down, and everybody's different in their own way. We could be all talk about the same shoe, but we all do it differently.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
And you know, and that's where people are gonna watch. You might watch Q's vid. Q could do a video on the red carpet 7s, and they'd be like, "Yo, that was a dope vid." And I do a video on the red carpet 7s, and people gonna be like, "Yo, that was a dope vid." You know, but you will get some of those people that be like, "I just watched Q's video, and it's better than yours." Well, good for you.
You know what I mean? Go over there then.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
So,
for sure.
Fuck, I said kudos to y'all. I hate making videos, bro. I am not a fan of making videos.
Well,
I am not
I tell people all the time too. Like, don't try to do it if you don't really think you're gonna want to do it. You know, in the long run. So it's like don't just hop in just because you're gonna find the hustle and bustle that comes with it. It can be a chore. Like it can be a chore if you don't really want to come in and do it for real.
This is true. That's why I said you gotta find out. You know, what I mean, you gotta just know what you in it for.
Mhm.
A lot of times, like I'll get into a video and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make a video today," and sometimes after I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm about to make a video," I don't end up making that video, and then after I finally do make, I have time to make videos or whatever like that, I'll end up being like, "Man," because now you got to edit. But and that's the worst part. But then when you get done with it and you get the final outcome, it's like going someplace that you don't want to end up going to, But then when you get there, it's like, oh, this ain't even that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny like that. It's always like that. Usually for me personally, I can only speak for myself. I'll end up making a video, and half the time, if I end up doing it myself, I end up thinking like, man, it's probably gonna be all right. And then you go through the editing process and you like, oh snap, and then when you finally get done with it and you check it out, you be like, yo, I think I may have one here, so and that's all and once again, that's all that's the process of editing, because once again, it ain't like any of us went to school that I know of for editing, you know what I'm saying, or making videos or shooting videos and anything like that or whatever. So it's on the job training. That's what I always say. It's on the job training.
True. Exactly what it is. That's exactly.
I mean, I was forced to do it on my own. Like I said, I had other people around me that I felt like I wanted them to coach me as far as me trying to get certain things done. But like I said, I first learned when I was in DC, where everybody else they trying to do their content. They ain't worried about me. So I had no choice but to get up in there and say, "Up, it looks like I'm on my own," and I just kind of figured it out. You know what I mean?
And that your first video was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was definitely that was a moment last year. That's a fact. That was a moment.
I appreciate that.
IBA first video. He'll have you thinking one way, and he's be like, you watch it and be like, nah, he experienced in it, and he figured it out on his own with first video.
But
I promise
you had to be there, like to be there live to watch that. Nah, it almost looked like John Singleton, bro. the way he was giving orders. I was just like, bro, this can't be the first time, because it was.
That to me is something like you can't teach that. That's you, IBA. Like that's your thing. You know what I mean? Clearly, and that's why I crack on you. Like you got more T-shirts than videos. You need to really be creating. Like I feel like even though you're self-promoting the way you do, which is fantastic. If you paired that with actual production, my man.
I feel you.
Q, you got to think about it like this too, though. Before he had a video, he had shirts, bro.
Right.
He was at every sneaker con with a Wildin' Out shirt or something, but it was IBA was on that much. It was IBA sneaker. Like he was self-promoting, like putting himself out there. You know what I'm saying?
And then he was already a household name because he was in every chat on YouTube. Whether they were talking about sneakers or crafting or anything. He was all over the place.
Like I said, this and that's what I do it for, man. See what we doing right here? This is what I do it for. If you ask me, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, I feel like after that first time I went to the first sneaker con, I caught the bug, and I was hitting up every event afterwards. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't regret none of it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to 2020, see what we got in store for this year, man. For real.
That's the best part for me is, like I said, that I'm able to travel and I'm able to meet like different people. Like that's outstanding.
Yeah,
that is outstanding to me.
Yeah. So y'all gonna be traveling this year? I mean, this 2020, you guys gonna hit up some events?
I'm actually going out of town Saturday.
You're going to Vegas, right?
Going to any more?
Yes.
Are you going to be doing any more like sneaker events?
Yes.
Nice. Where are you going next?
What's
the next one you're going to?
That I don't know. I haven't really seen any. I haven't seen any yet, but I know I'm planning on doing some this year. I just haven't seen any at the moment.
You going to Vegas?
I am going to Vegas. Yes.
You going to Urban Necessities?
That's a strong possibility. I will.
I think JC's in New York right now.
What'd you say, IBA?
So you gonna wear your spy shades?
Spots.
Of course, man. Of course. I would not be me without my eyes, man. I wouldn't
Not
be me
saying a
without
word.
them.
You ain't wearing no spy shades. Don't get that man. Don't get him
Get
putting
him
you in
sued.
a situation. Yeah.
Listen, man. I wouldn't be me without my shades, bro.
But not no spy shades though.
I'm wearing the shades that you see right here, sir.
Okay. And I think that one kind of went over Shoe Freak here, but we gonna let him live.
Listen. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
But to keep it on pace here, I haven't really
I
thought.
don't want no parts.
I haven't decided on what events I want to do this year. I'm gonna scale back and kind of figure that out. I might do. I want to do Complex Con again. Complex Con is fire.
Yeah,
So I hope that they would do it in New York this year. That would be dope. That'd be crazy.
Nothing as of right now, but
Mhm.
you know, I'm sure they will. I don't know. I don't see why not.
I just want to hit some places that I've never like. I definitely want to go. I definitely want to come to Chicago, but it got to be August. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
it's too cold in Chicago.
yeah,
Chicago wasn't that
Nah.
bad when we went.
yeah. It was not. It was decent.
Yeah, I said you had on shorts out there. I don't.
Shorts and a t-shirt.
That was November, so
I don't understand. I do not. I am confused.
Yeah. No, I mean, I got a few events coming up in February 9th. I'll be in Columbus, Ohio for Sneaker Freaks. Then I'm actually heading. Where am I heading after that? And then that's pretty much it for February for me. And then I'll be February 8th. I'll be in Tampa. I know March 8th in Tampa for Sneaker Travelers. March 14th, I'll be either in Tampa again, or I'll be in Mexico for a sneaker event.
Really?
But yeah, so I get invited. You know Hiroke, the guy with the afro.
Mm-hmm.
So he invited me out to his event, and then I'm actually going to be sneak peeks in Montreal, April 4th. So I am traveling less this year, but it's worth it. Actually, March 15th. Can't say much, but Atlanta. We got something planned in Atlanta. And it's now SneakerCon.
When is it?
Nice.
March 15th.
Hold on. Why you say it like that though? It's not SneakerCon. Like, what are you like? You saying something, but you're not saying that.
You'll see.
It means it's.
No, I mean I'll be at a few sneaker cons like here and there, but I'm gonna be as much as I got going on this year. I need to take a break. So
right.
I'm definitely not gonna be as like many sneaker cons this year. I declared that in 2019, so it'll probably be
In like a year and a half, I've pretty much seen every city. Right? It's not like I don't want to go back, but I don't want the AJ brand to be repetitive because what am I going to do different when we go right back to Cleveland? What am I going to do different when we go right back to Montreal? You see what I mean? Like, I feel that you need that little break, but
right.
I mean, they're still going to do their thing, which is dope. I know they are. They're going to kill it. I mean, Vancouver's in February 29th. I know Marco and Alvin are going to be there. Gentleman Chris is going to be there. I'm not sure who else, but the Kicks Mafia is going to be represented everywhere we go. I'm just telling, like, 2020 is going to be a good year. I don't know if next week or the week after I have an announcement that I'm going to be making. So maybe I'll just do it on here, like, so everybody can hear it. So, but I got a nice little announcement that's going to be happening, and it's going to involve like a lot of you guys too. That everybody could be involved in my future journeys. So, you know, it's still considered. It's still going to be traveling, but it's more of like it's a different level of traveling. Like that's how we're gonna say it like that. But you know, I still want to I don't want to lose like my on stage kind of like vibe that I have because I feel like I've opened up. You know, I do my thing, but I think it's time to step back a little bit. You know, so because I've done a lot in a year and a half. So I mean, Rep's seen it from what it used to be to now. So
No, that's a fact.
Okay.
But yeah. But yeah, we got some announcements next week. Next week, I think on Reps Live, we'll do a little something.
That's a bit.
For me, it's less travel just because of not only some things I'm trying to invest in personally, but just some directions that I'm taking with my content on the channel. So I will be doing some different things, and I'm in the works with a couple of things right now. So you guys if you've been following me long enough, you got a taste of it here and there, like once or twice a year, some things I've been doing in the past couple of years. So it's going to be more consistent. I can't announce it yet just because we haven't put everything together the way I want it to be. So but just look out for where I'm supposed to be. Put it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to do something. We need to do
Feats
something
like,
where
Feats
it's
is
like
going
outside of
crazy now.
SNEAKERHEADS.
It's like Atlanta.
Did you say where?
I said we need to do something where it's outside of SNEAKERCon, where if we all put
Facts.
something together, you know,
I agree.
why does SNEAKERCon or why does whatever other venue, like, why does it have to be that for a collection of us to come together or whatever? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it could be, it could be a setup of a neutral site. And I've seen other people talk about this before, but still no execution has happened. Like, why can't we, you know what I'm saying, actually do something like that? Because I feel like we can, but it's just never been done yet. And maybe this is a start of a dialogue for us to do it, but I'm just saying, like,
see, stuff like that, again, everybody wants to do something, but nobody wants to step out of their comfort zone. Their comfort zone right now is the venue is already there, the event is already there. You get flown out, or you got to go over there and spend like $30 to get in, or like IBA now, he's well known, he just walks in there, so but so that's what I'm saying, like nobody steps out of their comfort zone. Like a friend of mine who's from Chicago used to have an event called Sneak and Eat. So it's like sneakers and you eat, and people would have activations. So I was actually talking to him, and he does a podcast now. So me and him were doing a podcast, and I was just like, why don't we bring it back, right? I mean, now we all have the platforms to promote it. It doesn't even have to be something that we have to like generate money for this. It's just literally like, yeah, you might have to pay for flight here or there, but it could be like a 1 day thing. We all fly into like a warm area first, like it could be something we just either we go, and it could be like a round table meeting about what we can do, like it could be like a sneaker summit. We can do something like that. Like what's missing in the sneaker game? What do we need to do in the sneaker game? What do we need to do? The people who are beefing, what do we have to do to bring them together? Right? This could be like a neutral zone where nobody beefs, none of that stuff. Leave that stuff at the door, and I think it needs to be done. It needs to be done.
You know how they say you can't save a hoe, you can't save a clout chaser either.
I mean, you can try, but
it's like some things can happen. Some things can definitely happen in a perfect world, but
save them. They don't want to be saved.
Yeah, sorry. So, I mean, it's I don't know. I feel like anything is possible. I feel like anything is possible. But for the most part, a lot of people, they feel comfortable meeting up at events because that's really all they got in common.
Yeah.
Now, Feats did say this, and this is true, where Mo, which is Unboxed app, has a monthly sneakerhead meetup. Now, I don't know if it's monthly, but he does have something.
Yeah, he actually has one coming up this month on the 25th.
Okay. So, I mean, I know he does have something that he has pretty frequently throughout the year in the DC, in that area.
Yeah, I think he's doing something. He's trying to plan for something bigger too. So you might even want to partner with him, AJ, and try to get that going. Polo does something in Dallas, of course, like we mentioned before. But yeah, there are a lot of narratives out there, and people already kind of creating this sort of deal. So it's definitely needed. I think the more hands in it, the better to make it actually work. And again, I mean, anything's possible. There's exceptions to everything. Everything is possible. Yeah.
Right.
Polo actually does have something in Dallas. It's pretty frequent, which he just started last year as like an official like meetup thing. So, and I think it maybe. No, I think it was before SneakerCon Dallas where he started it or whatever. But he does have something pretty frequently that he's starting to do throughout the year, where it's even been besides like a meetup. We've done like blanket drives for in the wintertime for the homeless, like giveaways for the needy, different things like that or whatever in the Dallas area. And like when it comes to the sneaker community, like the Dallas area is starting to evolve and get bigger and stuff like that or whatever. But I know he does have something else as well. So if you are in the Texas area, maybe hit up Polos and J's. You can hit me up, whatever. But he does have something pretty frequently. Not a monthly thing though. Like I don't know anybody doing something monthly. So but maybe and I don't necessarily, people don't necessarily have to get together on a monthly basis, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if it's a regional thing, like it doesn't have to be like one person too, like one person do something and then everybody throughout the nation come. But if there's different places like IBA in Cali, something goes down, whatever, like, and then people from, in the West Coast or in the California area all can, come, is Polo has something in, in Texas, in the Dallas area, people could come. You got the Chicago area, with Q and AJ, something goes down, people can, come through and stuff like that or whatever. New York area, y'all know what it is. Like, I just think people need to be more involved with people that's in their area and y'all, like get together and start doing stuff, whatever, because you don't see it that much, whatever. And I think that would be beneficial to the community where people actually get together and just network with each other and figure things out and do stuff with each other, whatever, because it's too much of this, but it ain't enough of this.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's easier said than done though. Because a lot of people feel like,
but if we don't talk about it, you know what I'm saying?
I agree. But a lot of people feel like networking is cool, but when people start to feel like you are a competition to them, networking becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean that sounds like a personal issue. Then if that's where you taking it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. If you feel that way,
not me. I'm saying
no. I understand. you know where I'm coming from with it. I know you personally, not you personally.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if somebody feels that way, then that's a personal problem that you need to deal with. You know what I'm saying? If you starting to take stuff as a competition.
But it's but we know it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
And that's why us women gotta start interjecting, because y'all men, I tell you, boy, y'all ego, boy.
Male ego is real.
That's a fact.
It ain't just men. Let's keep it a buck. Sometimes
in the sneaker community, y'all ego is toxic, bro. Like,
listen,
not y'all. Please don't say y'all.
Let's keep it 100% real.
Your species.
Good one.
Species
in the sneaker community.
Good one. That's a good one.
In the sneaker community.
When it comes to people in the sneaker community,
y'all find any reason to feel like it's a competition, any reason to feel like somebody's stepping on your toes, any reason to think that somebody's stealing something from you. Why can't you just partner up? What's the problem?
Go ahead, Caddy. Go ahead, Caddy. Caddy, go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, Caddy.
People in the sneaker community, and this is what it is. One, we tend to forget that we're all human, and even though we all collect sneakers, not everybody. And I'm gonna just say it: not everybody's a good person.
That's a fact.
Right. Not everybody's a good person. You can't vibe with everybody. Everybody's not going to see you for the true person that you are.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? There are people that go, hang out with you and see you as like, oh, this is a good dude, or she's mad cool. I liked hanging out with them. And there's some people that on camera seem like a cool person.
Yep.
In person, you be like, what the fuck?
Of course.
Right.
The thing is this: people are going to think things, they're going to say things, but the response is what creates the energy. You understand what I'm saying? So
I don't agree. I feel like the energy's already been created.
But if you feel like you're being trampled on or being swagger jacked or whatever the case is for whatever the problems that happen around the community, it's how you respond to it that makes it either worse.
I mean, even people, just to interject real quick, Q, even like, say for instance, okay, Shoe Freak, you do a video, right?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you do a video, and then okay, IBA makes a video. Then you see the video, you be like, this mother stole my style. Y'all can't tell me that don't happen hella frequently in this community.
It happens.
Knowing
often.
IBA, he'll do that on purpose.
Well,
No.
It happens often, but to be honest with you, you would have to give a fuck. But
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, they be in their feelings like, yo, man, he took that from me. I've been doing that. I've been doing all of it. Yo, but it's just like the same thing in the music industry. Everything, it's all about ego. Everybody does that. People be in their feelings about the most smallest stuff because they want to. Because they want to. You know what I'm saying? Like they see something and they be like, yo, I want to be mad about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, this ain't even got nothing to do with you. I want to be mad about, like people, people be mad funny like that. People be mad funny. You can't even not be thinking about somebody at all. You don't even know who that person is.
Right. And
they see something and they be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I did that. Why?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They stole that from me. Like, I ain't even seen your video. I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You would actually have to care about it. You would have to care to
not
address
to you off, Shoe, but I see
but
Young is telling us that's not what the beef is over. We're not being specific about what the beefs are over, bro. We're just saying, like, for hypothetically speaking, these are instances where, you have to make a decision. Are you going to be that person that's saying, okay, they saying this, that, and the third, and I think it's about me and I'm going to respond? Or am I keep doing my thing, right, and continue to grow, right, and not really be seen in that particular light that I don't want to be seen in? Or you're going to feed into it and be that dude on the other end being drama filled. So
I agree. That's why I feel like you gotta actually care about it. You gotta care about it.
But but like Caddy say, we all human and we all don't think the same. We all different. So you know what I'm saying, you really can't tell nobody how to feel.
No,
in the perfect world,
in
the perfect world, we would all get along, be vibing, have conversations like this, be able to meet up, have a good time, chill, and build actual friendships. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way all the time. Like, let's keep it real. We got lucky becoming, friends and being able to vibe. Like, I can honestly say, like, yeah, I've, talked to Q and texted to make sure she's all right. And she's texting me to see what's good with me, or yo, we linking up in Atlanta and stuff like that. Stuff friends do. You know what I'm saying? The first time I met Shoe Freak, we was vibing. He was like, yo, don't come in the party dressed better than me, okay? Don't come in the party dressed better than me.
I had to put that out.
Met IBA for the first time and everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? Met Rep for the first time and everything was cool. I haven't met AJ face to face yet. That'll happen in due time. But everything has been cool. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen with everybody. It just doesn't. I've met people.
It's a thing we just have to accept it. Everybody's not gonna be that. So you just have to accept it.
And I mean,
you just accept it.
And we've had this conversation. We've had this conversation before, even me and Shoe Freak. Like, just because you know what I'm saying, you end up being cool with somebody like via Instagram or whatever, right? But then when you meet them in person, y'all may not, you know what I'm saying, like y'all may not connect like that. You know what I'm saying, because y'all finally met each other in person. But there's nothing wrong with that though. It's just that we don't vibe out, and it's cool. We both two grown people. It is what it is. Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, in person, You're just not the same. Like I thought it was going, or maybe it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds corny as ever, but yo, it's not you, it's me. Yo.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. This is the thing. But can you vibe with somebody on YouTube, meet them in person, not vibe with them in person, but continue to still vibe with them through YouTube? That's weird to me. I don't understand.
Yeah, no, I can't.
No,
I
it
can't.
can happen.
No, I can't. If we was cool over social media or whatever like that, but then I met you in person and it's just we don't end up connecting like that or whatever. It's not gonna be the same after we met. It's just
totally
that's even if outside of sneaker YouTube in real life period. If you end up you meet somebody through somebody or whatever, right? And then y'all end up like, say for instance, like two single people, you end up going on a date and then all of a sudden y'all don't connect. You're not finna call them again.
Mm-hmm.
So no,
Right.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like-
I agree.
Right. I'll give you a perfect example. This is me being transparent. There was somebody I used to follow on Instagram who I thought seemed like they was mad cool. Met them in person, and I was like, oh nah. And I had to mute him on Instagram because I just couldn't watch the person anymore because I was just like, yo. And I didn't like their post because their post gave off a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Their post gave off like oh yeah, you know, we all hanging out together and it's all love and everything else like that. And then in actuality, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
Like they had described they was hanging out with me like, oh yeah, I was hanging out with Caddy and he was on 10 and everything. And I was like, no, you wasn't. we didn't hang out like that. Why are you telling people that we did when we were at an event together and me and you didn't talk?
Yeah.
We said what up, we gave a pound. That was it. You know nothing about me. I know nothing about you. We didn't vibe. We didn't have a drink together. We didn't break bread together. Nothing. Nada. And then for you to post a picture like, oh yeah, we took a group picture together and it was like, yeah, we was hanging out and we was kicking it. Yeah, we had a good time. Nah.
Well, fine then. I'm gonna delete the pic then.
It's like, nah, I'm good. It was like, I gotta mute that. I had to mute it because I was like, yo, stop. Like, who are you lying to? Are you lying to the people or are you lying to yourself? It's like at the end of the day, like if we vibe, we vibe. If we don't, we don't. This is not kindergarten. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't gotta force no friendships.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta force no friendships.
That's a fact.
If we get along, we get along. If I don't like you, I stay away from you. I know how to keep my distance.
Yeah.
You just gotta
And
learn
if
how
you
to be
don't-
cordial.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you don't like me, you know, you can stay away from me. That's fine. You know,
Absolutely.
And once again, I always say, if you're not cool with me or whatever, and I'm not cool with you or whatever like that, at least I'm gonna be upfront. Like be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't what you like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's out there.
World though, that's a perfect world, but that's not happening though.
No.
As soon as they see you doing good,
But
they
see,
turn you on your team
once again though, I'm only speaking for myself though. Like if I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I legit don't. We got issues, like major issues or whatever like that. It's known. I'm not gonna be in the same building with you. You know what I'm saying or whatever. And it's you know like. It just needs to be known. A lot of people out here, they will be, oh hey, how you doing and all. Yo, like stop with the fakeness. Like yo, if I'm not finna go to an event and know that you hosting the event, but I'm gonna go to it. Why am I going?
People, though. Not you. Not saying this is how you move. I'm just saying that's a lot of people.
He's talking about me hosting events.
Well, I will be honest, I had to give them the curse of giving too many people the benefit of the doubt. You know, once I discovered the community in this, I definitely got excited about it. I definitely found myself parlaying with a lot of different people. I wasn't always in the right places. I done been shuffled into shit that had nothing to do with me. Like,
Facts.
and all the while, I'm minding my own business while it's happening. And it's like, but people create narratives about me, and I've been minding my own business the whole time.
And see, and that's another thing too. That's another thing too. For me personally, I'm not finna be in a situation with some folks and then know they're gonna be at this place, and then I'm going to this place, and then I got people with me, like I got Shoe Freak with me, and then I'm finna put him in a compromising situation. I'm not a real friend because I put you in some bull. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing that.
So that's the thing. So Q, let me ask you a question about, because I'm not really sure what you're talking about, but as far as the situation you're talking about you being in some stuff that you ain't even know nothing about, are you still involved with the parties that kind of got you caught up in some nonsense?
None. I had to learn the hard way. You know, it wasn't a decision.
We talked about this, I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that's what it is. Like I said, when you're not vibing with a person, and it's like I said, it ain't like you want to see this harm. You want to see this person harmed or anything like that. But if y'all not vibing and it's obvious, mm-hmm. Like I'm just speaking for myself. Like if I'm not rocking with rep, but you ain't got to worry about. You don't have to worry about seeing me, and you don't have to worry about seeing me pull up in rep chat saying nothing to nobody. Because anybody in the chat I speak to, if I got their number, I can text them. Like I'm not going to do it there because I ain't rocking with rep, so I'm not even over there.
Yeah,
but that's just me. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that.
But see, once again, it's like Retro was saying earlier. Like we gotta stop separating the two. Like, who you are in real life is who you need to be on this tool, because obviously I know this is virtual reality, and some people they don't know how to differentiate, or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? If this is who you are in real life, then that's how it should be on the tool, because then you're showing your true authentic self. I know everybody doesn't show their true authentic self, but I mean, and obviously you don't want to show everybody everything about yourself. You shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't. You shouldn't want to show like literally, yo, this is how I take a shit. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like.
Great example, sir. That's a great example.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, today,
he said it.
You know what I'm saying? This is the normal time that I like. Come on, man. Like, yo, like, like you shouldn't want to show everything. Like, but some people are. It's like you gotta keep it real, but don't. You know what I'm saying? It's keep some things. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep some things that's authentic off the camera, but it's some people can't do that, and it's weird. It's like
Hop said, if you're genuine, people can tell. Straight,
people can tell. People can tell.
I totally agree with that, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. But you got to watch it. Sometimes people can act very well. Mm-hmm. We've all seen it firsthand. There's some people that come out and you would think like, oh yeah, they're a good dude, and then turn around and be like, had me totally fooled.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then once again, Caddy, when that actually happens, that person, why you mad? Why you mad? Look, yo, like that's
the thing. I don't get mad. It's just like
no. I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about that person. It's like, yo, like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It was, yo, we on vibe because like that.
Yeah.
You know what? Because that person feels like you'll have certain people who will act like they friends with everybody, right?
Yes.
And truth be told, they're not.
Clearly not.
And because when they sit there and say they're friends with everybody, we're sitting here like, yo, I don't really mess with that person like that. Me either. So why would they want to? I don't know. And that's the way it is. It's like I keep my distance. You know what I'm saying? I keep my distance. If I feel like this feels weird, I'm out. I'm good. I don't want no parts.
Yeah.
You know, if I feel like you,
I gotta get up out of here. You know, I gotta get to my good government job in the morning. Y'all have a good
All
one.
right.
All right.
For sure.
appreciate you, bro.
My hand's still up, so don't. I want no trouble. Look.
Yeah, but look, but like just like what Kelly is saying, you know what I'm saying? Like it be to the point where like okay, put it like this, like when you're in a circle, you cool with everybody, but then you got like it's now to the point where even me, like when I try to get people involved and we try to do something together, it's like I have to go around and ask everybody in the circle,
Yeah.
are you good with this person, this person, this person, this person, this person? 'Cause the
Mhm.
thing is, you could try to collab something and try to bring something together to to try to network and do something, but then it's to the point where this person don't really mess with that person.
Right.
So it's to the person now you got to ask questions because I've ran into that several times, and to the point where it gets annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you got this person, and the only reason you don't really got no reason to, not like the person. But hold on.
Bro, we ran into the same issue when we first started talking kicks because there's so many other podcasts going on and everything like that, like where, we felt like, okay, other podcasts who knew us and we cool with everybody, it would be like one big family.
Right.
Bro, it did not turn out that way. It so did not turn out that way. And we were looking at it like, yo, what the hell? What did we do? Like, we were cool and we were supporting. Now we do our own shit. And it seems like if you're not with us, you against us.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And that totally shocked us. Like it hit us out of left field, and it was like, yo, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way at all. What up,
Look
Fee?
who it is.
Oh,
What up, Tiny?
Hey y'all! Oh, someone uses my name.
Ah.
I haven't heard that in
She said
ages.
something about Atlanta. She's like, I have to get in the chat right now.
EB.
Hey, hold on, RB. I'm banned. I can't even say it. Like if I say it, she was like, "Yo, you better not ever say mine." I was like, "Ain't nothing really wrong with your
No,
name."
your
Like,
real name. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
but that's what I'm saying. Like you and Q was like, "Nigga, you better not never say my name." And I was like, "Hey, I don't want no problem, dude."
Sometimes people be like really be dragging it. Sometimes, like,
hey, Peace, we can't hear you.
Nah, you can't. Everybody can hear Feats or no?
I can hear Feats.
It's just you, AJ. You might have to come back out. I mean, go back out and come right back in.
All right, let me try that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Feats. I'm gonna keep Feats' name on the EL.
You know another thing, Teddy, that I realized when people figure out or people decide that supporting you doesn't bring forth any tangible benefits to them, then that's when they decide, okay, well, I'm gonna just be kind of fair wind with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supporting.
I totally
Yeah,
feel you on that.
Yeah.
Because we can, and that I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that because it was like, with all these podcasts that are out here that started off, watching other podcasts and building into, these new podcasts that have come out. We could have all did something where it could have benefited all of us.
Absolutely.
But then it turned into, there's this group over here, this group over here, and this group over here. And it's like, yo, I'm not trying to beef with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got the same passion for sneakers that y'all do. And the crazy thing about it, after hanging out with people, you be like, damn, I thought they was totally different. Like, nah, I'm a cool ass nigga. It's just like you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it'd be like we could have been chilling.
Right.
And one thing I did have to realize and interject real quick, Caddy. One thing I did realize is that everybody, and this is in real life, this is before YouTube. Everybody don't have the vision, or everybody don't have discernment. Like everybody don't have everybody ain't a good person, wise of picking good friends or choosing who to be cool with or whatever like that. They don't really see it. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. They'll be like for face value. Oh yeah, they cool, and everybody else can be like, bruh, she is taking you for all your money. She really don't like you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She really don't love you.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Like you know, like everybody ain't got that.
For sure.
You know, whatever.
Even in the respect of like the supporting, and I'm sorry to cut you feet this last point. In the aspect of supporting people, like why can't it just be me supporting you, you support me in exchange or not? You know what I'm saying? And it just be that. Why does it have to be, okay, if I support you, then, you know, I get this following, or, you know, I meet this other person, or why does it always have to be some sort of benefit involved? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Touch. Why can't it just be something that helps us grow as two? Right? You know what I mean? You and me. And, you know, we continue to build in that way. Like, it's too many opportunists in my mind. You know what I mean? And that's where we find a lot of that happening. You know what I'm
saying? I go through a mind frame of that. Yo, if you rock with me, then rock with me. Like, genuinely rock. I mean, if you don't, that's cool. I'm not gonna be mad that you don't, you know what I'm saying, that you don't support my YouTube channel, that you don't support like, it's gonna happen regardless. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? But you know what? I'm still going to support you, you know, whatever like that. But if you don't support me the same way I support you, it's all good. I'm gonna get mine 10 times fold. It's all good. It's all good. But but some people they be on some, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I dropped a video. Why you ain't repost my video? Why you ain't watch my video? Why you ain't comment my video? Why you ain't do? I just posted a new Instagram post. Why you ain't check out my new Instagram? It's like, bruh, like, yo, at the end of the day, we all grown. Right. And you know what? And so and circumstances, we all have them, because it's real life out here. You know, like maybe I just didn't see your, I ain't see your post yet.
Right.
You gotta relax. You know,
be like,
you know
your algorithm messed up.
I have a question. Like, do y'all feel like at certain points y'all have to stop watching as many creators as you do or did watch in the beginning? Because it's like, either you might do something that they probably did, so you just, not because you don't want to support them and watch them, but you just don't want to taint your video. You just want to have your video, do it, and it is what it is. But then sometimes when you watch other people, it's like, damn, I did that, or damn, that should look like something I did. Or it's like, so do you limit at some point the people you watch, or how do you?
For me personally, like I watch people's videos. I don't watch everybody's videos, but I watch a lot of videos, and especially when I have the time. You know what I'm saying? I check out people's videos late night. You know what I'm saying? That's when I really can get in it, because, you know, like, everybody sleep. I'm a night out. I can watch, and you know what I'm saying? I can check everything out. But once again, I think we talked about this a little while back. I'm not watching everybody's Bread 11 video. I'm not watching everybody's Bread 11 video. I'm sorry. I'm not finna be us. Yo, check out the patent leather. I know what I know it. I know it.
I think I don't watch many as like sneaker reviews videos, because it's like I might have the sneaker too. I already did a review. I might not. I'll get to it when I get to it, but I probably won't watch it the day you dropped it. But when I go sit on, when it's YouTube channel time and I'm sitting in front of my TV, I get all my channels, all my people. I drop my likes and I watch the videos and stuff. Since I'm on my TV, I don't really leave much comments, because I'm
exactly
on the phone doing all that. I just look on the TV. But and I watch stuff outside of kind of, you know, the reviews and stuff. But it's just I don't know. And I feel like, do you feel like sometimes creators rely on like creators sometimes to watch their stuff? And it's like, we do this for the people that don't do YouTube. I don't do this for everyone here on this panel to watch it. I do it for the people that don't.
Right.
So I don't put pressure, in a sense, on other creators or my creator friends to be like, oh, you watch my bed? Like, bitch, no, I'm doing the same bed. Like,
I get that. I feel that.
But
it's true.
I'm not gonna watch it tonight.
Right. And that was gonna be my point. We don't create videos for us. Like, we'll watch each other's stuff, but we're not. I mean, like what Rep said. I mean, I don't expect you to watch my Bread 11 video, and you got a pair of Bread 11 sitting right there next. Like,
and I'm cool, and I'm most definitely cool with the criticism, because I'm cool with the criticism. So it's like, that's one thing. Like, a lot of us got messed up too. Somebody will say something, like, not like in the comment section, but if you could be like, yo, you know, you could have, you know, like, oh, you could have did this or you could have did that or whatever. I'm going to receive that. I'm not gonna be like, man, this nigga talking about my video, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like, no, like I'm cool with that, you know, whatever, because everybody wants to get better. Everybody don't want to be standing at the bus stop. Everybody don't want to be just stagnant, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So if you can give me insight or whatever to advance me or catapult me, you know what I'm saying, to something I didn't see, then I appreciate that, you know, whatever. I'm not finna take it like, oh, you hating on me. But so if you can show, you know, tell me something that, man, you know what, that makes sense. I wasn't even thinking about that. Right. That will help me for my next video. Me and IBA talk all the time but even before his first video, I was like, yo, you playing around. But then he told me his blueprint about what he was doing. And I was like, that makes sense. You also can do this to get yourself to, you know what I'm saying, your first video. What do you think about that? And you don't have to use what I'm saying. You know, you are grown. You're going to do what you want to do at the end of the day.
Right.
It's just suggestions. I'm pretty sure when it came to his first video, because that's why I don't know, nobody read my comment. I asked one of y'all to read it out loud because he can't see the comments. But when you were talking about your first video, we all were, and it's funny, because we all was in the Airbnb in Dallas. Me, him, right. Chaotic, and I believe Shoe Freak was there at the time. We all was literally on our own laptops editing our videos. But then you got IBA, he trying to get his first one done. So he like asking us stuff, but you can see we like, so I hear him, but I told him too, like the best way I learned, I had to force learn because I didn't have like a editor's room. I looked at that kind of like an editing room. I didn't have no editing room around. So I literally had to figure it out. So I was like, you know what? The best way he gonna learn is if we force him to figure it out. So when he was asking stuff, it's like, I hear you, but sometimes I'm ignoring a little bit. I'm like, he gonna stop asking stuff and he just gonna do it. I'm like, he's just gonna start doing it.
And that's what happened in DC.
Wow, like you just stop hearing the nigga talking and he just stop hearing IBA asking questions. So then I'm just like, he in there now. He good. He got it. Then when he done, he was like, all right, y'all, I want y'all to look at it now. So we like, oh shit, like okay. So we was just like, just time this a little different, move that a little up a little bit. But other than that, he bombed it. I mean, he aced it. I was just like, bro, you got this shit.
Hey, IBA's link for that video was one of them spam links that I was glad I clicked on. I like that.
Oh, he did to the whole list. Then all.
Well, what helped is that I met him before he sent it to me, so that helped.
Right.
But it actually turned out to be a damn good video. Because you know we get people in our messages all the time that we have no clue who they are. They just have my video. Yeah. They just throw a link in there, and I'm like, oh,
I literally
and that's how it be when you first get into this or whatever, and say for instance, like even if you do a couple of videos, but they just all right. But then when you finally do a flawless victory video, you want to make sure everybody see it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. So you hitting everybody up, and you be like, yo, let me know what's good. It be like that. Like everybody's gone through that.
I'm not gonna lie, that first video, once you do it and you watch it and you're actually happy with it, that momentum takes you so far after that first video.
Let me tell you,
I ain't gonna lie, I dropped mine and I was like, okay, I like my vid. But then as what got my momentum going, got me like, oh shit, was like once I started getting better with the editing. Cause I was used to fiend to be a one take mommy. Like, listen, I gotta get this shit one take. I can't edit, I need one take. So now I mess up 100 times. I edit, boom, man, clip that, put that together, that's the music, they're gonna be all right, cut scene, all right, next. Like it becomes a lot easier. Now I'm trying to add like sound effects, music, like GIFs, memes. Like when I say something funny, add like something funny following, like, you know, just little touches. I'm trying to add more and, you know, spice it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but with that being said, just like you were saying, you know what I'm saying, you say you don't watch a lot of people's stuff just because, you don't want people saying, oh, I done bit this and this and that. But at the end of the day, that's just the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? We learn off of each other, and everything is pretty much just like music, like it's sampled from somewhere.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as you don't bite the whole thing exactly the way you've seen it, as long as you take it and you make it your own, you know what I'm saying?
You know, Melania Trumpet. That it was a carbon copy.
Right. Well, that's
You know what I mean?
I gotta start off. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, for sure, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's nothing new under the sun. You know, you do what you do. You innovate how you innovate at the rate you want to innovate, and you just keep that thing going. I know for me right now, it's about watching different types of content creators.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I want to watch like other stuff besides sneakers.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with things now. So, but yeah,
I definitely agree with that. I want to watch like other genres. Like I want to, cause I have I know what I want to watch since I do like a lot of the fashion stuff, and I've always been big on the fit matters. So I want to watch like the fashion side and like how they be kind of doing they like lookbooks and watching more stuff like that.
For sure.
It's true because like when it comes to the sneaker culture, it's small compared to a lot of other things that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we looking at our numbers, or certain people and their numbers are nothing compared to these. I mean, put it like this: it could be something as simple as like mukbang. People have millions of followers for eating. I'm like, really?
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's like a sneakers is like a not a secret society, but it's like an exclusive club in a sense.
Right.
So the following to an exclusive club is a lot smaller than opposed to makeup, cooking, and
right.
Anybody could join, really. So it's like Facts. I feel like even with like the sneaker community in a sense when it comes to like the YouTube side, like we kind of have our gates, and although pretty much anyone can start a YouTube and say they're part of the community, not everybody you will see on Reps Live, my live, your live. Not everybody could just hop on our lives, but we are the community. So it's like you still got to get that pass to get in.
Right.
I had to get the pass. Like I made a channel, I made an IG page, made them both the same day. I didn't know nobody. I said I like sneakers. I'm gonna just start following Sneakerheads. I started following y'all. I was like, oh, I like this girl. I was like, Cutie Queen. I was like, okay, she pretty. I like her. I like she talking about sneakers. I was like, all right, let me follow her. I like her. Started watching videos. I'm like, okay, I just kept doing the same thing once I started seeing people she talk about. Oh, I follow that person. Once I just stumbled on just by following the chains. And
same here, yep.
Once, Voldemort caught a bug on me, then that's how a lot of people kind of started getting to me. And then I just went on from there. But yeah.
She didn't follow me. I have to pay her to follow me.
Crazy. It's actually been a year situation. All of it started popping in my eyes.
Too bougie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to this, when it comes to this community, I mean, at the end of the day.
Huh?
You get a new tattoo?
Oh no, that's some old shit. I wish. I gotta get some new ones.
You gotta get something covered up too.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, when it comes to this community, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's like people come and go. So it comes to the point where you find out who's for real and who's not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some people that's here for the wrong reason, cloud chasing, or they didn't try to come in and they came in the wrong kind of way and they're not successful. So they kind of fall back. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Like I feel like when I first came around, I mean, not by too many people, but as certain people that I felt like I had to earn their attention or earn their respect. Like as far as, coming into the sneaker community, you know what I mean? And I get it.
And that's
but you know what though?
No.
Yeah, like I'm about to say
like people like that, you gotta watch. But not even you just keep their name on a little pad. Because when you get where you need to go, they're gonna circle back around. And that's when you give them the answer they gave you.
Yeah, because
I feel you, but
I don't agree with that because you still gotta be in the mentality that look, I'm a man first. I'm a man first. You know what I'm saying? Like we all we all wake up, go to sleep, take a shit. We do everything. Like, come on, like so ain't nobody better than nobody. Nobody.
No, I say that nobody's better, but like I said, like this, just
you should you should have my respect. I should have your respect out the gate because I'm a man.
Yeah, but I get it. It's not about that, but it's just like Q was saying, you know what I'm saying? You got people that, you know what I'm saying, be approaching her and just feel like she just supposed to give them that, oh hey, like, you know what I'm saying, a vibe when you really don't know them like that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we all were strangers at one point in time.
I mean, well, Q from the Midwest anyway. She
Yeah,
already got a mentality of
when you're reaching out to certain people, I tend to, like, when I'm reaching out to a brand or something to do, I try to stay. Not that I don't know how to get words properly. I don't try to overshoot. Like, I'm not gonna hit up freaking Jordan or Nike like, hey, can you sponsor me? Like, no, I'm gonna work with brands where I'm either about to hit level wise or a little probably further up because I'm about to grow and be there. But I try to be at levels of where I'm getting ready to hit. So it's like I'm up and coming. Hey, we could probably work on something, but I'm not gonna overshoot it when they be like, who are you?
Right.
What are we doing? Because you gotta know what you're asking for. It gotta make sense.
For sure. I agree with that.
Somebody to carry you. You gotta be able to, you coming up, but I know you right there, and I know what you coming up, what I got could help you, and what you coming up could also help me, because you're gonna have more eyes on you. So
that's what
you just gotta find brands that equal, or whatever the case is, equal right to where you're about to be or headed to.
Yeah,
right.
That's actually one of the reasons. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's one of the reasons why I don't really do like the whole discount codes thing and all of that. Just because I have a completely different goal in mind. I'm more ownership partnership type. I'm not free promotion, 10% off. Like, I'll, like, for instance, with Jason's brand, SNEAKERHEADS clothing line, I'll shout him out without any of that. I don't need no discount code for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But we decide, okay, we want to go into business together in some form or fashion. You know what I mean? And my personality comes into play with that. Then those are the types of things that I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just wanted to say that. But go ahead, AJ.
No, so one thing I was saying, like, of course, in the last few months, like, brands are coming to me left and right for everything, like stuff that I didn't think I'd be promoting or just to work with me. Like, one thing I've noticed is don't turn anybody down right away. Just listen to them. Yeah, that's the best way to do. Is I'll be honest, I got hit up by. And you guys know, each and all know that I don't smoke, I don't drink any of that, right? I got hit up by a CBD brand. They offered a lot of money, and all they're asking for is 3 story posts a month. And it was a 12-hour story post. I'm talking about, like, they offered, it's like, let's put it this way, they offered enough money that somebody would make monthly at a job. Just because they see me growing, but I was just like, I'm sorry, I can't do that because it's not what I do. And there's, like, kids that follow me and stuff. And, like, so, there's certain things I will promote and certain things that absolutely not. I don't care how much money they are going to give. At the end, I was just like, damn, was I stupid not taking that? But I'm like, no, because now if I did take that, what if something big around the corner, they're like, well, I saw you promote CBD, blah, 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 all that. So, that's one thing is, brands are going to come to you. It's just I feel the same way as you. Like, I don't like codes. Yeah, you can make a code with my name, but I'm not going to say, hey guys, do this now, because I'm not a salesman. Like, my work speaks for itself. I'm not, if I wanted to be a salesman, I'd go work in retail. Nah, I don't that's not me. My thing, hey, TJ, what up? So,
TJ!
My thing is, I wanted to make sure all these brands understood that I'm coming on as a partner. I don't work for you. Yeah, you're paying me, but I'm coming on as a partner. Big thing about these brands, if they're going to pay you less, you take equity. That's how it should be. Take equity in that brand just to break even. So,
and that's a conversation within itself, because I think that a lot of people are striving to get a discount code or get free stuff sent out from these brands. But there's no partnership in that. There's none.
That doesn't do anything for you.
Exactly. When you get that shoe and you present it, then what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then let's say the brands decide they want to stop sending you.
But I mean that thing works in the beginning if you're trying to build your name, right? So in the beginning, right, like that's what I was doing in the beginning. I only work with a few, like very, very few brands because I got thrown onto this. Yo, you gotta host this, you gotta host this, you gotta host this. So automatically that the rep came as I built. So now these companies are coming at me with like they know better. Like, all right, we gotta come with big numbers. Yeah, I'm not at like certain people's numbers that are in our mafia group, but it's like they know what I bring to that company. And yes, I only have like 13K right now, but by the summertime, I could be pushing like 30, 40K the way my stuff is moving. And they know that, hey, if we start rocking with him now, later on, it's going to be a lot easier. You know, that's what I tell them. Rock with me in the beginning, we'll do work. But if you come at me like, if I was talking to you in the beginning and you act like I was nobody and you treated me like shit, when you come back to me, sorry, you better bring the dollar signs. That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
So,
and I see you. What do you say? So Reaper, you know, you said you got to start somewhere though, and that's definitely fair. But let that not be your goal. You know, let's use that as some form of leverage. You know what I'm saying? Because no brand is going to come to you if they don't believe that there's value. Right.
Right. You got to bring something to the table. I always say that you got to bring something to the table.
But
otherwise,
go ahead.
It isn't. Otherwise, it's not an even exchange. Like it's nobody wants to work with something and they feel like they're getting taken advantage of.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And also as well, you should want to present something. You're not finna go to a job without no resume. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, and then think you're gonna get it.
Right.
You know, whatever. Obviously, I know you got to start somewhere. But you know what? Like, create some, like, you know what I'm saying? If it's a job, go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bring something to the table. Like, you should want to feel like you have value. Otherwise, whatever they present you with, you got to eat that. You got to take that 360. You don't be mad. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad because you don't have nothing to bring to the table, but they offering all of this. We have this, we have that. So what are you bringing?
Right.
My name.
But see, you know what? Like I was saying earlier, when it does come to building your brand, right? In order to build your brand, you have to represent other brands because you know right away that if I'm rocking with your clothing line or your shoe line, you're going to promote me, right? So they're probably looking at it. Yeah, he might have like 2,000-3,000 followers, but you know, he has potential. So that's one thing with these brands is if you let them take advantage of you in the beginning, it's game over.
They will.
But now, there's certain people that I'm talking to. Me and Rep have been talking to certain people, and they have to know their worth. Because as much as you're putting out their content, it takes time, it takes effort. So for a free shirt, I can go to Ross and buy a shirt. I'm not a bougie dude. Like, I got a t-shirt on. I mean, yeah, people see, that's the thing. It gets to the point where people will send you stuff regardless. They don't ask, they don't expect. Now I open my mailbox, there's tons of shit in there. Like, they'll send a little letter, hey, if you want to. See, that's what I like. They don't say, hey, do this. If you want to, just give us a shout out. I will never post anything on my feed unless I feel that, hey, I believe in every brand, but I don't want brands to take advantage of me because I put in a lot of work in these last 2 years, and there's only, and Rep knows this, there's only certain brands that I really like know who's rocking with me, and his brand is probably one of the few that I would be like, yo, I'm going to represent you because he rocked with me from day one.
What's going on, people?
What's going on, man?
Excuse me, I got on my Aloha wear from work.
Clearly.
I'm looking like Mr. Aloha. Sorry.
Well, you brought up a good point, AJ. It's important, guys, that, you know, no matter what level that you are, it's important to know your worth.
Yes.
Because when you start to build, you have so much leverage. You can use that and work that up for what you want to use it for.
But certain people will take that, know your worth, and just push it to that limit. There's a thing about knowing your worth and being a douche.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There's a thing. Doesn't matter. Like, again, like I said, I will not, and I'm putting this out there.
Fix my audio.
People always ask me, yo, if you look at my sponsors, I'm sponsored by 8 different companies now. They're like, yo, how did you make that work? Well, one, they came to me, right? I didn't go. The only person I think I'm like, yo, let's do something was Rep, because I loved his show. And till this day, I told him, I don't wear white shirts. The only person's white shirts I wear is his. I don't know why. It's just something with his collabs. You know, and I make sure if I'm taking a lower payment, right? If I'm like, okay, if you guys can't afford to pay this is what I'm bringing to you. If you can't afford to pay this, we got to work something out. Product doesn't matter to me. I don't really care about the product. If you can send me the product, that's fine. But we have to talk about what the payment's going to be, or not. That if no payment, then there's equity. Because either way, if you're taking some kind of equity in the company or in that line, if you decide to leave that company, you're still going to be making money in that company for as long as you have the equity. See, so a lot of people don't realize. They just think, hey, I'm getting free clothes. No. Even if you're not making any money at all.
What's going on over there?
Man, somebody got to answer that phone.
Basically,
hold on a second. E-Money, get some headphones or something, because your feed loud. That's what it is.
It's just my phone ringing, but that's everything else is not.
I'm like, I was about to say, if all of that is happening over here.
No, it's just my phone is ringing.
But no, you talking good, AJ. Continue.
So what I was saying is a lot of these new up and coming influencers, right, are gonna wind up saying, I don't want to do this if I'm not making money, that's fine. Yeah, even if there's somebody's giving you free clothes or whatever, right? Just be like, yo, if you're not paying me, how can I at least get equity into your company until you do pay me? If you get a 1%, 2%, 3%, it still adds up over the course of whatever years you're doing. Because if you wind up taking the equity, now say your partnership sponsorship ends, right? You're still making money with that company regardless. So there's other ways to do it. Like, people hit me up all the time, like, yo, again, I'm no like guru or anything. I've just learned the game in the last 2-3 years that you have to like figure it out, because these companies are ruthless. They're going to use you and drop you like that.
All right.
And we talked about it a little bit earlier, kind of alluding to that in terms of like when you start your YouTube channel, about kind of knowing what you're trying to do. And if you grow.
Can't really hear you.
Oh shit! Come on, E, you fucking me up.
Now you
might have to let TJ on in here.
We're like, E, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
E, I keep telling you, got to get some headphones. It's loud in there, man. Whatever is, your feed is loud.
Damn, I was about to spit some gems too. Damn, what was I saying? I don't know.
I'm talking about earlier about the YouTube. TJ, where you at? Get in here.
Oh yeah, I was
saying, got back from the gym. She coming in.
I was saying, we kind of alluded to it earlier, how like even when you start your YouTube channel, kind of have an idea of what you're looking to build. You know what I'm saying? Because now, once you have that established, when you have these brands coming at you, you have some form of idea of where you're trying to be with it. You know what I'm saying? If you're just starting your platform just to look cool, then yeah, a coupon code is fantastic. Listing down these brands of all these codes is perfect for you.
But even now, I feel like the coupon codes are getting played out. Right. Everybody and their mother has a coupon code. Like, I would look at it this way. Yeah, I will represent your brand. Give me a coupon code, but let me put it out how I feel, I'm putting out.
Yep.
Right.
People always be like, just interject too one time. Like, people always like ask me, I don't think it wasn't IBA, I think it was Shoe Freak. Somebody had said one time, they was like, man, I'm surprised you don't have a situation going on with Soul Premise. I'd be like, I never wanted a
situation with Soul Premise.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say I never wanted a situation with Soul Premise, but I'm more of the person of, I like to A lot of people, they all hit them up in the DM. And they'd be like, "Yo, can I get a code? Can I be?" I'm not saying everybody's, like they begging or whatever like that. You got to shoot your shot or whatever. But I like to do the in-person situation. It's more genuine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you go to a conference or a meeting or something like that, that's you get this interaction, so you know what's real and what's not real. And I don't want to be a part of something that, for face value, dope. But then when you know what I'm saying, but then when you get in person, it's real life, and you be like, I ain't never, just like what we've been talking about.
Right.
Like me and AJ connection was out the gate. Like when we first met in Dallas, you know what I'm saying, at the Container Store headquarters. It was real, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, you know what I'm saying, AJ was this big and I was this big. It was, like, it was an instant connection. It was like, yo, we need to do something together. We need to rock, we need to work, we need to, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, IBA meeting in Dallas. It was before you had a video. It was just real.
Nah, IBA had security around him. You can't go near him. People are like, yeah, how can we help you?
But
look, he's sitting in the back of his limo right now.
I guess as far as like the coupon code stuff, even with that, like,
you good, E?
Somebody starts a company, they get big. At first in the beginning, you got 5 people. Okay, them 5 people probably making some money. Fast forward.
Not all the time.
I'm just saying, just hypothetically. I'm just saying only because it's 5 of them, they could be. But when you get 2 years down the line and you now have 20 people with their own codes, and you got 30 people with their own codes,
saturated.
Ain't nobody making no money unless one person is just taking all the sales. Like, let's think about it. Let's say even we can use Unbreakable for instance. Unbreakable got a rejuvenated code, and me and 10 other people with 1,000 subscribers got a rejuvenated code. Which code do you think everybody using? They're gonna use Unbreakable code.
And then on top of that,
people, we ain't making a dime, but all we doing is getting free shit and posting it.
And then on top of that,
you're still promoting the company for free.
But at the end of the day, I don't think any of the influencers are going to be making money. Nope. I feel that the company is making the money. Unbreakable, as much as he works hard. Like Unbreakable, like
20%, you get what? They give you like what, 8%?
No, but I'm just saying, like even if you just said like you put out your code, right, and then Break puts out his code. Break is good at marketing himself. He throws it in like certain ways. Like he's good at that. Now, if I was to do that, I'd be like, well, I can't compete with him, right? He's got it at a whole nother a level. But at the end of the day, even if you're promoting, which turns out to be free because people are using his code, Rejuvenator or whatever company is wind up making the money.
Yeah, they make even more money off me because I'm still promoting it and nobody used my code.
Bingo.
But the premise of it is that Rejuvenator is the one with the leverage. They're the one making the money, right?
Or just in general. We're just talking about.
So do we more
no names? We're just talking about.
Look at it as like, because that's more of like a brand ambassador thing. When you have a sponsor, are you looking to be paid in a sense? Because if someone's sponsoring you, aren't they just in a sense providing you with everything you need when you come on camera in a sense? So
technically that's what the sponsorship should be. That, hey, I need to, so I'm making a YouTube video. I need this. Can you provide this? Oh, hey, for my channel that you are sponsoring, I need to take a flight to Chicago or blah, blah, blah to make this appearance. Sponsorship over the years, the whole meaning of it has changed, right?
Yeah.
Now it's completely changed. Now being, yeah, I got this person just threw me a T-shirt in the alley. Yeah, I'm sponsored by him. You see what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's just the word sponsorship just makes you sound that much better.
Right.
Even when I was first starting, I'm like, okay, so Premise was, I think, my first sponsor. Like me and Anthony have been rocking day one, right? And even now we have stuff coming up, and like I'm type of the person, like I keep certain things very, very low key until it's ready to happen. That's why I said there's certain things I need to announce next week. I could easily say it now, but I'm just like, now what if between now and next week something changes, right? So this whole sponsorship. So that's what I'm saying. Like when people are working on sponsorships, it's more like you should be like, I don't want to be a sponsor. I want to be a partner, because you should be treated as equal as them, because you're doing more work for marketing than they are. Right?
Absolutely.
Which other all these other brands like right now you market. I'm not saying you don't, but everybody else that rocks your clothes is marketing for you.
I mean, because if Nike tell you right now, AJ, I'm gonna send you everything you like. Just say you're a YouTuber, and Nike say, listen, I only want you wearing Nike. I'm gonna send you every time you need videos, anything we got, everything dropping. You're gonna get, no questions asked. You can only wear us.
That sounds like a partner.
You tell them, well, I need
is AJ though. That is AJ.
I mean,
I'm gonna be like, say that shit.
That don't sound.
So you're saying if a brand in general.
I think it depends on what your end game is. If your end game in a sense is to just really kind of, because some people they want to do YouTube, but depending on certain things you do, certain sponsorships you do get, it helps your YouTube in a sense. So it's like you don't probably need much outside of it, or don't, you obviously want to do as much as you can. If you can be on whoever's poster or billboard or whatever the case is, of course you're gonna take those opportunities if they come. If you could be on a sneaker show on Full Styles Run, of course you're gonna take that if it comes. But I think since there's so many different things that can happen, people dabble in so much until one of those big things happens, and that's when they decide, all right, this the route I'm gonna go. So it's like me, I'm in a sense kind of open to anything and everything that could come my way. I'm not gonna close the door on nothing.
No,
so
don't close the door. I didn't. That's what I said.
Right. That's not what we said.
No. Yeah, I'm just saying, just me, just my route.
No, but even for you, the brand Feats and Treats, there's a lot to do. You don't have to. Don't turn anybody down. That's what I'm saying. Listen to everybody, right? And don't accept the first offer you get, because there's going to be 4 or 5 other people with the same exact thing.
Yep.
Now you can be like, you know what? Yeah, I just talked to you, but you need to give me about a week because I have these many meetings lined up, right? Now, if they say, no, you need to give me an answer now, that means they're desperate.
Right.
And if they're desperate, that means they're going to give you whatever the hell you want. That's where you have to use it. There's certain brands you should be like, you know what? Yeah, I'll work with you, because at the end of the day, I know where you are, but where I am. But in your agreement, you should be like, hey, I see that you're starting off, but every 3 months, we need to renegotiate my contract to see where we are. You see what I mean? Like, as Feats and Treats, you need to be like, I'm taking over. Look what you did for the women's panel. People love that. You saw how you gained a lot of followers just by that one event. Like, it works. You see what I mean? Like, you can use that to your advantage and be like, look, I was on the first all women's panel. We did this. I'm going to be traveling. I do this. Now, what can you do for me? Hey, I could only give you apparel or shoes. Okay, that's cool for the first 3 months. But in our contract, we're going to renegotiate. Now, if you still can't pay me in 3 months, we're going to start talking equity, because that way you're still getting paid. You see what I mean? Like, you have to like completely change the game. And all the stuff that I'm telling you right now, like, people pay a lot of money to get this information. And I've been talking to everybody, like,
hey,
because there's a lot of money out there to get made.
Yeah, and I just want to. I think Snipe had touched on this before, and he made a good point. When I kind of started out on the YouTube and stuff, he made a good point that you have to, like, the things he was doing, people was telling him he couldn't do it at his level. So in a sense, he would say, well, yeah, I'm gonna do it at my level, because if I have to wait till I get to a Mike Rich or Unbreakable level, then we'll never get it.
Yep. So
I'm gonna say we need it now, so it just sets the tone for everybody else coming that's smaller. Why would I, like you said, why wait till later on? Or in a sense, and I would look at it like, well, why wait till I'm at Snipe level? Nah, you got to pay me now, because a lot of these companies, they eat off of us. Let's not lie. They eating off of this discount code bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
And just like what AJ mentioned, like, there's a lot of money to be made out here. This is a culture that people are paying for to learn it, to make it more mainstream,
billion-dollar corporation.
They want to learn every single thing they can get and suck it out of us. Suck it out of us for the smallest of fee. Okay,
sure. I'm about to start going on live with the bottle of Henny every day for that sponsorship.
Hey, you see me? I'm over here. I'm just listening. I'm taking it all into consideration because, like I said, you know, I got some brands that I back. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I moved different with the last two that I just got not too long ago versus the first one. You know what I mean? Because the first one, it was a rookie mistake. You know what I mean? But after that, you know, when it came to the other two, I moved. I got a little bit more in my favor as far as dealing with the other two.
And
so, but like I said.
But it's rose-colored glasses too. Rose-colored lenses. You know, when you see that message come in your email or your DM, you get that feeling like, oh, somebody wants me, and then you kind of
get the nonsense they talking. You like, man, you don't waste my time.
Yeah, so but it comes to like what AJ said. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to know your worth.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can't sit there and feel like, you know what I mean? You gotta know where you're at. Just like you said, you can't come off as an asshole or you feel like you're here when you're not really up here. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know your level and know your, you know.
Yeah, you don't have to be unreasonable because like I said, depending on where your level. Again, everybody's levels are different. Like you can be like knowledge wise, you can be on top with Bostic, but follower wise, you might be 5,000-6,000, right? It matters in what's up here. It doesn't matter. Forget the followers, because that's what's now. If somebody's saying, if you think like, hey, I need a minimum of $500 a month doing this, the brand will be like, well, honestly, it's no lie. They look at your numbers as much as up here. You can feed them all that you have up here, but they're gonna be like, well, let me see analytics, right? They're gonna ask that, like, how many reposts are you getting? How many this you getting? How many that you're getting? And if you can't provide that, like, I can confidently say that I feel that I have a super active page. So any brand that comes to me already knows, like, okay, if he posts something, it's going to get hits like that. Like I posted a picture, what I posted today, within the first like 3 hours, I was at 600-700 likes and like reposts and this and that. So people are, and they watch that. There's a company that hit me up. They're like, hey, we see that you're getting this. We saw that how many reposts. I'm like, damn, y'all did all this research. So that's what they do. So you can say, okay, if you can say, okay, if you want 500, now do I really want to lose this deal? Now, if you don't have 3-4 other lined up, you're like, okay, how about let's do 250 or even 300, right? At least you're making something, right? To build your equity in your own brand, because you're still making something, because now that $300 a month could bring more props in for your YouTube channel. So you have to, that's what you should do. You should bring each sponsorship in that can help you in a different part of your YouTube or your whatever. So,
and that's what I was going to say. Like, every partnership doesn't have to be money. It could be a platform. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It just depends on what your goal is. You know what I mean? And that's why it's important when you have these sit downs and these meetings, you know, to kind of know what exactly you're what direction are you going in, you know?
Yeah.
Like talks that I'm having currently, like it could be money, it could be a stage.
Yeah.
True.
But I have to know that. I have to know that where I'm going.
But Queen, don't you feel that even if you are going to do something, like you said, no money, like I want a lot of these new influencers to understand that you can take, like, I don't know if you guys understand the whole thing about taking equity into their brand. Like, I'm sure a lot of them understand that, but like for whoever's going to watch this when it goes on, you know, watch it when it's not live, taking equity in the brand is you're just taking partnership in that brand. So that at least if you just, even if you don't take money, just be like, hey, give me 2%, 3%, 4%. And then, last company I said, all right, I know you're up and coming, give me 10% right now. They gave it to me. I'm like, now in 6 months, we renegotiate. I will give you a certain percentage back. You give me the money that I want. We agreed to that. So, see, it's just once you know your worth, you can negotiate how you want. I need new terms. Okay.
I got a
where Kids, where you work at?
Look, he about to fly out. He about to get him flew
No,
out.
I'm just not.
Hey, AJ about to get flew out.
Hey. No, but you know what? It's crazy. You should see my DMs. People go like asking me questions all day, and like I said, I'm no expert in this, but I've literally studied the game of social media and the businesses and all this for the last 2 years. So like, so VKX, DM me on IG, and then we'll go from there. So Ty 87 kicks. Oh, TJ.
Hey, Kitty.
I feel like I've talked to each of you at some point during the day already.
She's over us. She's like, I already spoke to you guys.
Hey, how come I can't hear anybody who new comes in?
Ready to take a good bath.
Oh no!
Say what? You can't hear?
Anybody new who comes in, I can't hear them.
Oh, go back out and come back in again there real quick. I don't know.
Man, y'all just trying to get rid of me. I see you.
Nah.
Yeah.
Here
You
now.
got TJ in the building. You don't need AJ anymore. I got you.
But AJ's a bigger name.
I don't even know
AJ's
what
a
you
bigger
said. I
name
can't
than
hear
TJ.
I'll be right back.
AJ's a bigger name
All
than
right,
TJ.
Listen, 2020 is the women. TJ is the bigger name. You hear me?
Right?
Listen to what I'm telling you. All right?
I'm just
This is
the
our
person,
lady.
just the person here with like one free night.
Right.
Flexing as usual. Flexing.
I'm definitely. I just came back. That's not flexing. I really just came back from the gym. I had to work, so it was a late night workout.
She got a
Me
pump.
too.
All right. So can you hear her now, AJ?
Ready to whoop ass.
Is that what we're doing, AJ?
Oh, you
Is
want
that what we're doing? Okay.
I'll flex real quick.
AJ,
Pull a muscle.
TJ don't want no push-up battle.
You want me to post the push-ups I did tonight?
I've been asking this.
See, now I can't hear rep. What the?
IBA.
This,
You can't
this
hear?
Conspiracy theory. I can't hear you guys.
I've been asking for a month.
The only white boy in here.
I've been trying to put it. I've been trying to put it together. AJ versus TJ in a fitness training belt or something. Put something together. Y'all could do that.
AJ.
What is AJ?
Not AJ. My bad. AJ. I'm talking about my bad. TJ and Q. TJ and Q. That's what I
want to see y'all play ball. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man.
I haven't played in forever. Play. What man?
I'm gonna be the old person out there with the headband, the wristbands, and the
Right.
She gonna have the socks over the calves.
Back in my day, this is what we used to do. This was
Right?
She gonna be
You're
out there
really not gonna be able to tell us apart. We both gonna be in all Michigan stuff. Like, what up?
Like, what is Q again?
You're not supposed to be alley-ooping each other. What y'all doing?
I'm a channel my inner dream of playing for UConn and put on the game shorts that I bought a few years ago and pray that it gives me some help.
My dream was to play for Tennessee, so I wanted to be a lady volunteer. Those was my heroes.
So what we do with TJ? I know.
What?
I'm surprised you got some time. We appreciate you coming through.
First off, let's stop. Y'all gonna give me the terribly bougie perception. And no, for one, I'm not actually shooting a video because the whole conversation of what AJ and Rep are trying to tell you guys, that's 100% true based on what effort you're going to put into kind of your own brand. So like my branding has to do with the total package. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of evident now if you guys ever see the post that I make. So what typically happens, I get items in that then ensues with an unboxing, B-roll, flat lays, and now based on recommendation from people, full fit looks, which is time consuming as I have an actual career and then a side job and then my own other content that I have to do. So when you are doing that, yeah, a lot of nights, like that's why he's saying you have the time, because I'm up editing or doing stuff till 12, 1 o'clock most nights. So I am short on time, but you do have to eventually hit that point where you secure your day ones that were there long before anybody else really decided to step into your corner or you gained any traction. And once you get past that, that's kind of where the negotiations start to happen. And I'm aware that that's if that's the path you want to take, then it eventually does come. You just have to kind of know how to navigate it. But one of my good friends from high school, Megan Ward, so she is actually the CEO of a kind of branding company. So her clients are in Times Square, Target. She's an ambassador for the United States. So she goes to Russia to speak on women's business and different things like that. And she had to start having those conversations where, you know, she realized I have major multi-million-dollar brands working with me. It's time to level up. I'm worth more. Then you always have brands that don't want to pay you that new rate. And, you know, you don't take it personal. It's just business. Everybody wants to keep their overhead as low as possible. She respected that. However, when those same brands came back around, when you see who's messing with her, because if you look at her posts, a lot of her posts, even with her husband and her son, are with, you know, Office Max is paying for it and Target is paying for it and this person and that person. Like, I've seen the checks, okay? So it's
but who are you talking about? I've missed that part.
Her name is Megan Ward. You can find her. I post her stuff a lot on my stories. But I went actually not even high school. I went to grade school with her and her husband. So we all three grew up together since third grade. But I mean, she had to do that. And so kind of being able to see her story is a really good thing from a smaller perspective because her scale is different. It's bigger. You know, her whole thing is she literally gets brands prepared across all, you know, multi-channel platforms to go live and secure deals and things themselves. So these are the talks that I think people don't understand because I think they will see bigger YouTubers and they'll see, so let's just take Mike the Compass, for example. So they'll see that he'll post a video and he's like, oh, thanks Puma for this. And Puma may have sent him this and Adidas may have sent this and may have sent that. But they don't understand, like, that was work that went into it. I'm sure there were other conversations that had to happen eventually where Mike realized I'm my own worthy brand in itself. Like, now he does have his own separate brand called St. Michael, but he's his own worthy brand within itself. And if that is your end game, first off, it takes longer than you think. It does take those long nights, and it's going to take you showcasing what can you bring. Like, that's the one thing I'm always apprehensive about as soon as people say, you know, they look at a brand, well, you know, I want stuff for free. And it's like, a brand's going to look at you. It's all coming down to the bottom line. What are you adding up top to take away from their expenses? Because you want them to send you stuff that's still cost of manufacturing out of their pocket now. So you may just think, well, it should be nothing for you to send me a sweatshirt, a hoodie, or whatever. It's still something they had to pay up front for those costs. That's still going to have a line item on their profit and loss sheet. So you need to account for that. And that's why I don't have an issue when some brands say, I need you to have a certain following. Because law of numbers and averages, if you have a certain percentage of people that are following you or subscribed or rocking with you, it means then I can expect X amount to actually engage and maybe then, you know, provide some traction and some traffic to whatever it is I could be selling. If you don't have that, like what are you gaining from it? So I don't think it's ever anything against smaller creators. You can be authentic, you can be passionate, you can be all of these things, but you have to grow to where it becomes worth it for both people. And I mean, that's hopefully something smaller creators do eventually kind of understand.
And it's important to understand we're combating in terms of these brands. We're doing a lot of free promotion already for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to expect, you know, checks or sponsorships and all of these varying things, that's a lot to ask being smaller because we're already doing free shit for them already.
Yeah.
So, and that's why this conversation is important too when we're doing this, because a lot of folks, the end goal is, I want Nike to send me shit.
So here's the thing, and I've never done, I mean, I'll eventually do the video on the stuff that I've gotten, but I mean, I've had people ask me, how did you get Nike to send you stuff? I didn't do anything. I did what I chose to do just normally. I would do their workouts. I would use their app a ton. Like, I'm someone where I like, as people can tell by this point, half my free time is spent constructing outfits and what coordinates with this and what looks good and how can I would literally challenge myself to make something with a white backdrop look as professional as if it were on an ad that Foot Locker or Nike or somebody would post. And I used to get questions like every 2 weeks, oh, you work for Nike? No, I don't. And half the people that work for Nike don't do this stuff. Like that's a separate marketing ad team that actually does all this. But like people think that a lot of their ad work is done in house. It's not. It's a separate team that does it because I follow some of the models that model for them. So it has nothing to do with like Nike itself. Yes, they have their own photographers, but that's not usually how it goes.
Right.
And I've gotten stuff from them, but you don't know. It really just sometimes with bigger brands, it just becomes who do you happen to attract?
Mm-hmm.
Like who happens to just see you spur of the moment, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you can't always answer that, and that's the hard part. Like, how do you get X? I don't know. I can't always answer that, and I feel bad. Like I've had tons of people reach out about the whole StockX thing. They're like, how did you secure that? I don't know, because I literally got an email that I thought was fake. And like, that's what happened. I got an email. I'm like, so this is the kind of phishing we doing early on like a Monday or Tuesday or whatever it was. And like, no, it was like a real email. And that's how the whole being an affiliate through them got set up. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel bad. I don't have answers for people. I have no idea what individual in StockX marketing happened to be watching my videos and decided, hey, let's reach out to her, because I searched around all over YouTube trying to find like StockX affiliates. Like I searched all kinds of things in there, couldn't find anything. Mm-hmm. And we all know bigger creators that have worked with them closely, but I couldn't find the actual program that I'm in. And it could be different genres, or maybe if people are really into higher end watches, maybe there's a creator that does that. I don't know, but I haven't been able to locate them.
TJ, how long have you had that now? Because it's been a couple months now. How long has it been?
I announced that. I announced that back before. I think before summer. It had to be before summer. So maybe like April or May or something of like 2019, maybe.
And then like, how many people? I guess as an estimate, I know obviously you don't know for sure, you know, like the.
I haven't looked at. I don't look at my dashboard probably as often as I should, because I have a dashboard where I can see what shoes people have used. I can see how many clicks I've gotten. I can see what shoes you bought, and things like that. So that part I'm not sure. Like I can actually see when people have used it, but I mean it gets used.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's I guess for me, like, you never know. As long as you know what I'm saying, you're doing what you're doing and you putting in the grind, like, you never know who's watching you.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You never know who's watching you. We had this conversation, me, AJ Figs, when we did the Boss Talk. You know, it's crazy how, like, you know, even for example, for me, like, you know, for us doing Sneakerheads color line, and then, you know, like Finish Line hit us up, and then before Finish Line, it was the NBA with the Atlanta Hawks. They hit us up. That was the first situation. Mm-hmm. Which was like, just like TJ, you think it's fake because you be like, yo, like, how do they even know my email? Like, how do they even know who I am? Whatever. And then, Atlanta Hawks is like, yo, we've been watching you for a minute. Finish Line is like, yo, we've been watching you guys for a minute. It's like, for real? Like, that's crazy.
But I think too, some people they hear some people say, or they hear us say sometimes like we actually went to brands. Mm-hmm. So I think sometimes they think that might be always the case when really there's very few that probably go out to brands.
Yeah, no,
I'd rather brands who have done their search and looked at me and came to me because they've already made their mind up versus me having to now sell myself. I've already been sold by the time you hit me up, so you already know what you get in. Well, as far as what you see, and you already decided it's good enough for me to at least start the conversation. If anything, it's up to me to not put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah. And I mean, closed mouths don't get fed. So if that is, people want to pursue things, you are your biggest billboard. You have to put yourself out there. Don't expect somebody else to ride for you harder than what you are. Like my boss in my actual career, I have to help support salespeople that manage millions of dollars, and we'll tell them all the time, if I'm going to bat harder for you than you are, and this is for your benefit, apparently you don't care, so don't worry about it. Right. So I mean, you gonna have to go to bat, sometimes with companies if you want to get noticed. It just really does, like he said. I mean, it will depend on your approach. Have I done it? No, I haven't, because I already knew as one of my good friends companies would say, I'm kind of an unlucky weirdo where I understand I'm not the norm. I'm an anomaly in the actual space. Sneakers is kind of the catalyst that helps get myself out there, but my stuff centers around life talks as well. So
for sure.
That's a fact. Well, it is now about to be 10:15, y'all. Go ahead and make this outro happen for everybody, and we're gonna conclude another great conversation on a Tuesday night on my channel. I appreciate everybody coming through. I've seen a lot of people in the comment section say this was another dope conversation. So once again, I appreciate everybody coming through, us having a great discussion about a few different things tonight. And then once again, y'all, we do this every Tuesday night. I appreciate everybody that comes through on the panel. You know what I'm saying? We have great discussions. Don't nobody got to do nothing for you. So most definitely, I appreciate everybody coming through. I mean, Feats even came through tonight. We must be doing something. We must be doing something.
Y'all know my work schedule be killing me. When I get
thank you, Feats. When you get home, it's like you don't want to talk to a soul.
No more. So I might open, I might be closing, and literally, if I close, I use the morning to do a video. If I open, I try to use the afternoon to make a video. And sometimes I'm still editing by the time the live is on. So I'm like, shit, I need to finish this editing so I can post tomorrow. Like tonight, I'm gonna whoop you because I had a video to post and I forgot in this live, and I just realized I got my caption, everything saved, and I ain't hit publish.
Oh man.
So I'm like,
that's why you gotta schedule it.
Do I just drop it in the morning?
All of my videos is
drop it in the morning.
I was gonna say, trust me, if you ever get to the point, like this is a blissful point, if you can ever get here, but it's hard to do because you really have to plan your content out in advance, like I end up doing because my stuff is so hectic. When you can look and see 5 banked videos that you don't have to worry about, where if you really don't want to do a thing for that week, you'll have to, and it's daily.
But then you'll be pissed when them 5 videos run out, then you ain't got none in the stash.
So there runs into the issue. How is content and delivery structured? Is it based on the consumerism of, are you able to get a shoe, or are you able to have an item come in, or is it based on discussions and other things to kind of carry the traction? And so for mine, 90% of mine are conversations. So like that's why a lot of content is already planned out through the summer. The content in relation to getting stuff and shoes and clothes, that's just based on whoever happens to send me something and whatever shoes I plan to get. Like that actually has to get filtered in, where like there's a box sitting back there now that I need to get to, but I had other content, like I had somebody else that had already sent something that I needed to get out. So if you plan out, like that is one thing I will tell everybody to make life easy for yourself. Have it planned out. It makes it so much easier.
I think me, just because my schedule is so up and down, is more so the timing. Because it's like I have the ideas, I have what I can do, but it's like by the time I might get to it, either it's not in sync with time, or because I'm not copping as much this year either. So a lot of ain't gonna be sneaker reviews. I'm trying to get into my fashion that I already have, whether it's this fit versus that fit, or just other little stuff I have in mind, conversations about sneakers or topics that go on and stuff like that. But it's just sometimes the time to get it actually recorded. But what I stop doing is, when I do get a day off, record like probably 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But then I get into having to do so much for personal life.
Yeah.
And I do a video, but then I'm like, damn, it's getting late. Let me at least edit this one and then record the others. But we all know that record the others don't ever happen.
I don't have the practical shut off. I'll be up at 2:00 and I'll have people that are on the West Coast like, why are you still awake? And I'll get busted all the time because as I'm editing, I'll get distracted, go on Instagram. People are like, "Why are you still awake?" Don't worry about why I'm still awake.
Right.
Just know this video gonna be done.
Hey, and then real quick, so before we hit the outros, I know TJ does this or whatever. I know you got your notebook. Where your notebook at? I know it's right there.
Man,
I know it's right there.
Why?
TJ is so organized and planned out with her. Like she got her schedule probably for the rest of the year, like every day, like literally every day for
Okay,
each
first
video.
off, I can't sit here and keep doing daily content. I was never supposed to do daily content. I'm not a YouTuber by profession. I have a real job. But no, so
See how
yeah,
thick that you see how thick that is, right? It's a calendar.
Okay, that's for me to write notes. But that's January. That's
do you
February.
write, like, I guess the what the video will be about in a sense in the calendar? Like if it's about a brand, you'll be like Cuzzo review or like.
So the way it's set up,
so
here you go, life hacks for creators. So what I actually do is go into Word and I'll print out a calendar. So for every single month. So right now I have January through December of 2020 here. And based on the content that I know that I want, I'll write what the title is just on those days.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are certain days that I have left blank because either I've already talked with a brand, I know what's on the way. Sometimes I get surprised and stuff arrives and I'm just like, what the F? Because it's piled up to here and I have to figure out how to shift things around to make it work. But yeah, it's all kind of planned out. And that's because a lot of my stuff is discussion. So I get scarce when I get to so through the end of I have at least 2 videos planned a week through January 2021.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
2 videos a week, January 2021, not 2020.
And it's planned far enough out that you can tweak it however you feel.
Oh yeah. So as stuff comes in, like I didn't expect to link with a few brands and I just been supporting them on my own, like not necessarily buying stuff, but like always sharing and always engaging and always showing them support, and that turned into them organically wanting to work with me. And so their stuff came in and I had to look at my schedule and go, cross that topic off, move that 2 weeks out.
Yep.
So that's actually what I did. Then I won a bid on something I didn't think I was going to win a bid on eBay. So now that video has to be done. So I had to cross something else out for January 30th. So based on when that arrives, but I think it's going to arrive tomorrow or Thursday. Now I got to figure out when I'm going to show that.
You missed something in your calendar. February 10th. It's my birthday, so just add that in there.
First of all, there's more important things like February.
Okay, so February 10th, y'all, the Monday video has to be canceled because I have to do a birthday video for AJ.
I'm actually going to be
10 days later on the 20th, another birthday video for me.
You know what? The 20th is open.
That is funny.
Haha, yours is open.
That is no. I am like dead. I'm like dead ass. The 20th is open.
That's it. But see, that's the thing though. Y'all see her schedule. Y'all see her calendar right there, right? It's always like that. Like every day. I remember the first time she showed it to me, and I was like, "Wait, what?" And it was like that was a couple months back, and she was showing me like all the way up until like now, and that probably was way back in like July.
Mm-hmm.
And she was already, and she had everything filled like every day. Like you see like whatever, like that the Thursdays was empty or something like that, right? It was every day, like Sunday to Sunday, every day it was a different topic. It was a different thing. And if it was something that needed to be rearranged, she'd be like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna do the Sneakerheads clothing line on Friday, and then I'll just move this to where it was going to be something else and so she's consistently like
so like you have, let's say you know what you're going to drop tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
When do you actually record what you're going to drop tomorrow?
So here's another hack based on my schedule. So I'm still trying to navigate it because I didn't expect to get promoted to assistant manager, which just means I end up working like a lot more at the store, which I mean that's fine because it has its perks, but it's a lot of work. So
and she's talking about her second job. This
Yeah, this is my second. This is not my
corporate.
This is not my corporate job. I had to have a lunch meeting with that on Friday for us trying to figure out a damn fire we need to put out between two people. But so like Sunday, I don't work at the store. Thank God. I need a break. I don't work Sunday. So that means that 1, 2, 3. Arguably, because I have to work 4 days during the week, I'll probably film 4 videos on Sunday. And so the way it'll work is getting the content. Now, this is a little bit different for me because I film with my phone versus having a DSLR camera with a memory card that I can just take in and out. So what happens when you're filming on your phone is you film, and Rep already knows this, you film, you edit, and you dump the raw footage off of your phone. So that's kind of what happens with me. So like last night I stepped outside of my element. I ended up having to do a tech review of the headphones that I'm wearing right now, actually.
Dope.
And thank you. It is dope, but God, the time consumption because there were so many scenes, different B-roll that had to be put into the video based on like the damn contract. But
TJ, you're not basic anyway though. Ain't nothing that you ever do has been basic.
It's gonna be basic. It's gonna be basic compared to all of the channels that are doing their review because they're all legitimate, like 10,000, 20,000 subscriber tech channels. Like all they do is tech.
For TJ's channel, I feel that she puts her all in every single video, no matter if it's a tech review. Like every video I watch of yours, it's entertaining. It gives you the information that you need, and you just get drawn to it. Like I don't think I've ever forwarded through any of her videos. You just want to watch it.
That's Instagram too. Like if it's video or if it's pictures, she does it. Ain't nothing basic about you.
Well, thank you. Well, this wasn't basic because I went to sleep at 2:30 last night, having to finish editing.
Then she started putting her little whole outfit videos. I'm like, damn, I gotta set my damn picture down. Like, what the hell?
Hey, listen, I need y'all to make sure you go vote in the City Gear face off.
I don't know how you're not ahead in round 2. Like,
I don't know. I haven't watched. I haven't looked at it, but we'll see. If I don't win this one, then there's a third round that I'll end up.
That second round definitely killed me too. I was like, these people are crazy.
What is it?
So City Gear follows me and engages with me, and they always post flight lay pictures, and they'll like mine, and so I'm like, hey, let's just do a flat lay face off to see whose is better. And so for like the first one, they did the reverse he got game. And I was just like, okay, so I'll post because I happen to have done a flat lay for the video for Cuzzo Clothing for Monday with the bread. So I was like, okay, retro versus retro. We did that one, and that one was a landslide. And so then I found an Air Max one they did. I happen to have done one with the Air Max 1 anniversary. So posted that one. So if they win this round, then for round 3, I'll have to post the other video. I'll have to post another flat lay picture. I'll have to find something that they did, and I'll have to post one with that. But just trying to keep it fun and, like interesting because my content is really kind of transitioning on to doing a lot of like styling the actual shoes or one item themselves. But Pete, to answer your question, so on Sunday, I'll probably end up filming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday's video as I'm editing. So once I get, let's say, Monday's video done, and it gets uploaded to YouTube, I will decide if I want to keep it for an IGTV video, because that's just another avenue for somebody to watch it, or I will just take a minute clip and then I'll dump the raw footage from it off of my phone. And then from there, I'll go do Tuesdays and I'll do Wednesdays. So as I'm the one time that I may be sitting down at home, I'm never actually just sitting down doing absolutely nothing. Most of the time, if I'm sitting down and somebody's even messaging me, I'm probably in the process of editing.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's what I want to start doing too. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've been just lazy on that part. But like when you can grab like you said, like a minute clip from your total video just to show what you got coming, in a sense, I just wait till I do the damn thumbnail.
My thumbnails are done with the video itself. My thumbnails are done with the video itself.
I need to be more with that because I end up doing my thumbnail, like I'll do my video, edit everything, and then I'll be like, oh snap, I gotta do my thumbnail. Yeah, I gotta do my thumbnail.
So the picture, I know a lot of YouTubers grab the actual, like they grab a screen grab of the video. I
don't know how to do that.
I take an actual picture.
Yeah, because the quality
get the screen grab perfect.
The quality don't be good. The quality don't be
it
good
doesn't like I need that thumbnail to really draw my attention in long before I watch your video.
It's like they pause it right on time, but I can never get that pause right.
I've tried that. I've tried that, and I still feel like the actual picture, if you screen grab, it's not as good as
it's never gonna be. So like I actually have to upgrade. So I waited because I didn't want to be that person that was like, oh, let me go get a new phone, and then of course I dropped the phone before I have a case for it. So I finally have the case, have the glass screen protector. So I need to not be lazy this Sunday and go and get the Pixel 4 XL, and that way I can start trying to do, because I mean that camera is insane. Battery life is crazy too on it, so I'm excited for that. And then based on like I follow a lot of sneakerheads that aren't even in the country, and they do some insane picture editing. So I'm gonna try to somehow like incorporate this phone with those pictures. So I'll have to see how that works.
BX asks, how do you add the thumbnail? Like, how do y'all add y'all thumbnail?
So I use YouTube Studio, the app, on my phone.
Oh, you actually use that?
Do you not?
No.
That's how I answer all. That's how I answer all my comments on the go. That's how I look at analytics.
I don't even know how to answer the question. What
you make it? You make your thumbnail on the YouTube Studio app?
You literally click on when you go into the video, when you hit edit on the little pencil, when you click on it, it'll say it gives you a screen to change the thumbnel. And so
no.
I think he means
he means like how to make it. So if you're talking about creating it, I use anything from like Android has Snapseed, which allows you to do insane editing in terms of different things. So I may go Snapseed, I may go Canva, I may use InShot because you can edit pictures in InShot too. There are times where I bounce back and forth between all three. So I may add words from Snapseed, add a different type of font or a picture or something I want from Canva, and then pop back into InShot.
I'll help you.
I still swap.
I use I think PicMonkey, and I've used InShot, and somebody just use I use PicMonkey. I use
Canva is really fun to be able to use because you can save it. So if there's like a certain style of thumbnails you want to use, so like whenever I give like the early looks for the shoes, there's usually like a certain style that I'll end up using, and I literally will just copy it over and change the colors and font as I need to do it.
Yeah, you'll find yourself using multiple things for one email
you do, and it's whatever you become really comfortable with. Like I like for this tech review, I honestly did want to be able to do the overlay of different videos as I was talking, but I was like, listen, I don't have time to try to learn new hardware with the new phone and get it acclimated to that new software when there is a deadline of when the video had to be done.
Maybe
I don't want an iPhone. I don't get. Guess what? When I had an iPhone, I didn't get questions. What kind of DSLR camera do you have? As soon as I got a Pixel 2, everybody, what camera do you use? I don't. I use a phone.
Everybody always asks me what camera I use. I'd be like, I use my iPhone.
They never ask. Never. Like when I had an iPhone, I literally put 2 different pictures up, and the warm light on the iPhone was god awful terrible versus like the crisp clearness of a Pixel 2. And now the Pixel 4, it takes away like all warm light.
Who makes the camera for the iPhone?
Bye. Kiss my ass.
I mean, no, but still, like, but I mean, the hardware. I mean, still, I mean, honestly, the new 11 Pro, amazing.
Yeah, like when you get honestly, once you get Pro, it becomes a preference of what do you really like to do and the interface you like to use. So, like, I don't have a MacBook and all of that, so it doesn't make sense for me to not interface with that on a consistent basis. So there's no need for me to like want to have an iPhone, but I'm probably going to try to start using like Adobe Rush. So if you see the whole take of the videos change, that's why. If you see me frustrated, it's because I'm trying to learn it.
Listen, I got a lot of shit over here. Let me just tell y'all that. Just got to use it, baby. That's it.
I'm ready to sell my camera. I got a T6i.
A lot of people I see like are selling their cameras.
Because once you start the phone, you never go back to the camera.
That's what I've heard. Like, it's so easy to be able to do. Like, people don't get it. I'm like, I can legit film. Let's just say I can film right here. Want to go over and kick it with a friend, kick it with my stylist, her kids, her husband, hang out with them. I can be on my phone while we all just conversating, editing, and music, and words, and overlay. I don't
know how you do that on the phone.
Let that mug
on the phone.
Let it upload. Yeah, I edit. I do everything on my phone.
I can
literally.
record on the phone, but I cannot edit on the phone. I can go on my phone
for that. It worked out for me. I started my channel on my phone. That was not for me. No,
it wasn't for you. You couldn't do it.
I can't edit on my phone.
For me to have to go to a desktop, because like Adobe Rush, it allows you to seamlessly go from like your phone. You can edit there, or you can go to like a desktop version. So that'll be new for me, because in terms of editing on a desktop, the most I do on a desktop for YouTube is add the cards and the end screen and the tags.
Yeah, me too.
And the ads. That's it. I don't use it for actual editing. Thank you, the Queen is rich.
Am I the only one that use YouTube Studio for them beats?
This MacBook.
I mean, I grab audio from there, and that's probably only because like
good stuff.
I haven't found an artist, like I really want to find a way in which I can get free audio where I don't have like it's audio that I really want or updated songs, but I also have to be mindful. I don't want music I may listen to when I'm in the gym, because yes, my channel still needs to be marketable. So I don't need Rihanna going off talking about bitch better have my money and run on my video. I don't need that. I would love it.
Money all over.
I would love it, but my sponsors would probably be like, "Listen, let's have a talk. Let's talk. Let's talk for a second."
This is the hack. This is the hack for the music. Find a fucking friend that does music.
That too, but then you don't want that gangster shit in your B-roll either.
No beats, instrumentals, bruh.
Oh.
No, let me ask you guys something.
Come on now, I know I've been doing this for a long time, right? You know,
but some creators also don't care about the copyright strike because they get monetization other ways. So like people will ask a Sneaker Life all the time, but they'll ask Mike, aren't you concerned about copyright? Because a lot of his videos, I guarantee you, do get copyright strikes because he will put a lot of copyright music in there. It just doesn't matter though.
No,
it's just something that can't be played in certain countries, depending on the
copyright. True.
Because I got stuff that is not gonna play in Germany. Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
No, but see, like there's certain, like for example, like Jumperman Chris, like he has some like music that's out on the radio and all that.
Oh yeah, he do.
So do you have to be a part of a network in order to use that? Because
I think you probably do have to have authorization from the artist.
You can get I can tell you, you can get authorization from, like what she said, from the artist or the producer if they have it licensed and where you can identify the copyright. But in a lot of ways, you have a lot of friends who don't even have that particular track covered. So they can just send it to you via email, and you just use the fucking track. It's really simple.
Yeah.
Like my friend's music I've used before, and he just sent me the file. I use it, upload it because it's his song.
That's it.
So if it's somebody you know and it's their music, you're fine. But it's just if you're trying to use Drake, like, bro, first of all, if you use
don't use no popular artists because
I'll tell y'all,
the algorithm will pick it up so quick.
I'll tell y'all right now. Mm-hmm. Never use Kanye,
Drake,
never use Drake,
Rihanna.
Yeah, never use Rihanna, Beyonce,
Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj. Anybody that's consistently like in the top 5,
don't
like on Billboard, like top 10 Billboard.
Yep,
don't even think about it.
That algorithm picks it up. Even on Instagram, like on Instagram with their rules, like I
going hard in the live.
I get flagged.
People consistently forget about. People consistently forget about YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. It's all the same thing at the end of the day. It's all the same thing at the end of the day. Google picks up any and all of that stuff, so you can't use it. Even if you try to put a Kanye song on your video and you have the volume down all the way to like 2%, it's still gonna pick it up.
Well, my issue now is like I'm getting workout videos that I would take in the gym from like 2 years ago.
Yeah. And
I get a notice of like so and so's song is in here and copywritten in this many countries. I'm like, bro, this is from 2 years ago. If you were scrolling back that far, first off, you're a stalker, and I don't understand why you like his picture no damn way.
I think it didn't probably get as strict as it is now, because they all didn't get strict at the same time. Facebook started it, and it was like, oh, you got to put the whole, I do not own the rights to the music. You could still rock on YouTube for a little bit. IG was the same way. But then it's like they started picking up with the seriousness of it, and then it's like, damn, so I really.
And here's the thing, I don't necessarily I get it from the artist's point of view, because there's so many layers they have to go through even to make $1 off of a song by the time they get done paying everybody. But also, here's my other thing as an artist: if you're using my music based on what you're associated with, I may not want my song in your video, whether it's YouTube, you're small time or big time. Let's just say you're a white supremacist, you start banging my music. I don't want that associated with you. Take it off.
But them white supremacists done just got you 10,000 streams.
I'm good. All money, honestly, isn't good money.
That's true. You don't know where the stream came from.
Right.
But I used to get away with, that's why I said 7 seconds is probably my magic number, because
he said don't use PI either.
In the beginning, I used to get away with using what was the song I used to use? It was either like a KK, what was the name? Something. It was a song I used to use in every video in the beginning, but it was fine. I never, no strikes, no nothing. Then I don't know why I thought I was slick. I tried Drake one time.
Nope, I wouldn't even try. I swear I wouldn't even try.
And it was like 4 seconds. I said, Ebony, do not put 7. Do like 4 seconds. Just get the 2 words you need. And then I was like, all right, put it soon as
it's a government name.
Did I?
Bow.
That's how IBA found out. Just like that. Doing something like that on my live. And then I did 3 seconds, and then as soon as I published, bam. And didn't even tell me that it would still be up. No, it told me take the music out, or it's gonna play on mute.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you do.
I don't even try it. Like, I don't know how I got lucky. There's a song that plays in one of Disney's live remakes of like The Huntsman or whatever. I got really lucky in a Nike video I did about the whole Nike women ad campaign, and somehow the algorithm didn't pick up that beat that was in there, and I'm gracious for it because I have to take that video down. But yeah, I was sweating bullets like, man, if this come back and I'm gonna have to reshoot this, it ain't gonna get posted.
I get nowadays, like randomly, not too long ago, I got a video that got hit from like 3 years ago, like one of my first videos, playing around with YouTube. Wasn't even serious, like one of my first videos.
Why are you going so far back?
Like it be random. It be random.
The algorithm that picks it up eventually.
Yeah, it picks it up.
Just picked it up, so we just sending it now because it just.
And they'll be like, "No, you good? We just letting you know that they go."
Yeah, it's not a strike. It's not a strike. It's just a
I instantly go into the studio and I'll be like, "Yeah, let me get that YouTube beat." Because I don't care about no 3 year ago video. Ain't nobody watch no 3 year ago video.
Yeah, no.
So I'm a overlay that with one of these free YouTube beats. I don't care what it sounds like.
But
here,
I also
boom.
heard too, if you find like a song you want and the beat is off by like a sound or a tune, you'll get away with it because that's not copyrighted. That's not the original.
That's probably what Mike does, to be honest with you, because sometimes it sounds like his songs are mixes. So I wonder if that's what he can get.
Slowed down a little bit or sped up.
Slow down or sped up. It don't matter. They still pick it up. It literally has to be the beats per minute. The beats per minute have to be different. Or literally it has to be somebody like a producer has to do their own rendition to where it sounds like it, but it ain't it.
It's not really it, yeah.
It's not really it. That's the only
way.
Like
it's like the mixes they do on the radios on Friday when it's like that final happy hour Friday.
Yeah.
They just be doing the most random mixes. That's pretty much I think what you end up having to do.
What? No, that's still
they still using the original song that they throw DJing on top.
It literally has to be like, remember back in the day when when you could put music on your phone, and then you would have like the analog version of the beat that would be your ringtone or whatever. It would have like you literally have to make it. You have to recreate the beats yourself, but it's not. Or it's not. So it's not officially.
Is there like a way you could Google like uncopyrighted music?
Yeah, I mean you can. The beats be trash. You can try it if you want to. It's literally like Q said at the end of the day. If you know somebody that literally makes beats or that or that's in the music, like hit them up or whatever like that. Or also as well, it's a lot of sites that y'all can check out where there's where there's non-copywritten music that you guys can use.
What about like the TV playing?
Even on YouTube, you can literally go to YouTube and find uncopywritten beats.
Yeah,
that producers put out there because they just trying to get their music out there. That you can get.
Like, what if you? I know if you it's like, what if you playing something on the TV in the background, but it might not be sound. You don't get nothing for nothing like that.
Don't never. I got my TV on right now. It's on mute.
Trust me, don't try it. Don't try it. I had a whole stream demonetized over that because it was an actual sporting event. Don't try it.
No, I'm saying, what if it's muted but you can't see it?
Yeah, don't try it. You're still depending on what it is. If they have rules that you are rebroadcasting something that you don't have the rights to rebroadcast, like a game.
Oh shit!
But YouTube does have that. They have this quote unquote rule that you can. You know how people be doing like their.
You can commentate.
Yeah, they do the commentating and
Yeah, if you do a comment, I think if you commentate,
I don't know how they do that. I don't know how.
I think it's if you do a picture-in-picture commentary, you're allowed to do it.
No, I'm talking about. So like you got people like Oprah, like Oprah Syverson. Like he'll do a whole basketball game and have the the green screen in the back, and the game will be playing, and he will be talking about, yo, so and so just dunked on so and so, and oh, I can't believe, and the game will be playing in the back. I don't understand how people are able to do that. Because you're literally playing an NBA game.
Yeah, you're rebroadcasting without television rights.
Even if it's highlights, even if they take of somebody's video of an NBA game highlights, and he's doing his own commentary on the highlights of somebody else's video. I still don't understand how people are able to do that, and they getting money.
Yeah, and I
can tell you one of the things with that. So NBA Playmakers, it's an actual partnership that you can get as a content creator. I had it for a short period of time, but because obviously I went through a stint of not being consistent, I lost it. But anyway, if you remember, there was a short period of time where I was having like NBA clips and I was able to talk over them and stuff. I was authorized to use those clips.
Okay.
Now what I fucked up with is I didn't know that my contract was gone, and I tried to post the video again one more time, and then it was people in my comments like the parts of the video is not showing, and I didn't understand, but it wouldn't broadcast all over the globe. It would be like certain parts of the country it would show, certain parts of the world it would show, but not globally. And I was like, okay, I'm not sure what's happening, but then I kind of reached out about it, and that's when I found out. Like I didn't know, but that's where that comes from. So you have multiple partners that you can work with for that.
Yeah, like E-Money saying like you can react to it. I've seen that in the rules for YouTube. Like you can react to stuff or whatever like that. They say you can, but then you have the bigger YouTubers and they do that stuff or whatever, and they say that's in the rules you can do it. But let you be a smaller YouTuber and you actually
I think it might just depend on who it is and how hard they're willing to go against, as far as, well, they're a creator, so they're reacting versus, well, we ain't gonna go against the NBA. You got 500 subs. Take that down.
Yeah. So it might be a network thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're in partnership with a certain network.
Yep, it is. Because how that works too is even like your payout. You get a more frequent payout than what you would get off of AdSense. Like you can get paid out like, I think it was like every week, every 2 weeks, something like that. Like way more frequent than with YouTube.
But then they getting you. But then they getting your bread though.
Yeah, it takes a nice little percentage, so you got to really be doing some numbers. But it gives you some good access though, because that was a direction I was gonna take my channel at one point, but I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up with it at that time. But
I remember when I first got monetized before they did the 1,000 and 4,000 hours or whatever like that.
I wonder how YouTube was before that, because I came in and that's what it was.
I had literally signed up with a network. I thought I was like, yo, they reached out to me. This is dope. But
so is that how it always worked before? Like you would have like partnerships that kind of paid versus YouTube paying?
I know what
partnerships more the thing versus just relying on YouTube only.
I looked into partnerships because they actually reached out to me, one partnership, and they reached out to me, and I had noticed how Tony and them was a part of, like, they were signed up, they were with the partnership with this company or whatever like that. And I was like, dang, if Tony and them with them, I mean, it must be legit. They must be dope or whatever like that. But they do like, and it was you could renegotiate. Obviously, they do a couple months with you, and then you could renegotiate, and then obviously if your subs go up and you got a better fund, like they start at a certain rate and then it will decrease the further you go up because you can renegotiate. That's one dope thing about it. But and there's a lot of more resources when dealing with a network, obviously, because we're talking about this right now. But when you're on your own, you know what I'm saying, it's full independence. You have to wait a little bit longer on that YouTube check. Compared to them, they like, yo, we got your money right now. You ain't gotta wait on them.
And they would provide the resource to help you structure your videos to be more like, so they would aid you on like tags and stuff you could use and different things that. Yeah. So
anyway, we're gonna help you help us get this money.
Yeah. And they getting a percentage that, so it's like they getting a percentage. So it's kind of, I ain't gonna say it's a win-win because it just depends on. It ain't for everybody. I'll put it like that. It ain't for everybody. But if it benefits you more, then yeah, most definitely. But some people, it don't benefit them, whatever, to sign up with a network. So it ain't for everybody. But I mean, most definitely, they have a lot of, these different networks got a whole bunch of resources, that can help you elevate. You still got to put the work in.
Right.
But,
and that's the lesson learned for me, because I wasn't prepared to put the work in for the opportunity that I had. So because I had the content to be able to do what I needed to do with that, like being able to have authorized like NBA clips and highlights and things like that. That's a huge deal, and you got to be able to take advantage. I wasn't able to take advantage. So
yeah. Well, man, I said we was gonna close this out 50 minutes ago, man. Hit them outros before we say something else.
I know when the live going good. Every time you say you're gonna close it out, we just keep talking.
I know that's why I'm like, hey, hit them outros for somebody say something else. We'd be like, man, you know what?
I got a question.
That was
real. Caddy ain't said nothing. Caddy came back. Caddy bought a
I was chilling.
Caddy like this.
I was sitting there chilling. I was just listening.
Hit them outros, man. Hit some outros for Caddy say so.
All right, y'all. I gotta get up out of here. It's time for me to hit another blizzy. So time for me to go do that. It's your girl Feats.
Demonetized.
No, not for that.
Out the gate.
I'm about to say, did I for real?
You just said your government name. You just said, but you did
We're not gonna repeat it because they probably didn't catch that in the chat.
Oh, I caught it. We all caught it.
I caught it.
No, you don't. I think everyone here already knew it before the live, so none of y'all count.
Shout out to Ashley.
All right, so
Ashley is resting hard. I've been working her for months. She's resting. I need a new wig, but
hey, come on, man, hit them outros. Come on.
Right,
There you go.
I'm out. Follow me, subscribe, all that good stuff. Can we say anything we got coming or
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Some people don't like that shit on their live. I'm just making sure.
She had 3 hours to say all that, and she doesn't know.
And then I got a Single Queens episode coming Friday, 7:00, and I got a video dropping tomorrow, and Women is gonna be on you niggas next all 2020.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not fair. I can't say any of that stuff. I'm like stuck in the middle, like looking like this.
AJ is like the outcast in the Brady Bunch, just looking around in his little square, like this ain't fair.
Whatever.
Who's next?
I'll go. I'm AJ. I'll see you guys around next week. I got 2 big announcements, but make sure you guys follow me at TAI87KICKS. That's Ty87Kicks, and see you guys soon.
Oh, and then AJ, DJ, and then myself. We got something coming up, right?
Wait, what? Oh yeah.
Yes, we don't know when that's happening based on this 3-hour live, but yes.
Yeah.
For
I feel
real.
like I'm on TJ schedule right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we really on.
Okay, just blame it on me. All right.
But just so everybody know, all three of us, we got something coming up like real soon that we should actually get finished up this week. So y'all just stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
We should have that done this week for sure. Okay, all right. Next.
All right, it's your girl, TJ. You guys know that you can find me here, Talks with TJ. I lie all the time and say there's not a video every day, but there is a video tomorrow, and Friday is already filmed, and there will be one Saturday. And you guys can find me on Instagram, talks.with.tj, and go vote in the face-off of myself and City Gear. Of who has the
You're
best
actually
outfit.
winning. You're actually winning right now with the Air Max.
Listen, I need y'all to keep going. I'm probably gonna let this run into the morning.
Good.
You winning by a lot.
They were winning. I was like, wait a minute. Obviously, there are people have only seen the story so far.
But yeah, I won't. I mean, we won't say a lot. We'll just say AJ TJ take over in 2020, as he said.
Mm-hmm.
No, TJ, it's a women's movement. Bye, AJ. Sorry.
I don't know how to tell y'all this. It's a lot happening behind the scenes.
Queen, we might have to pull TJ to the corner.
Nah. Hey, listen.
Hey, I'm the biggest supporter of the women. Come on now, you know.
Yeah, you are.
Listen, we doing it
without the gimmick, because some people are using this gimmick. You without the gimmick.
Yo, this dude and his wife said, "Where's the vote? Where you vote at?"
So go in my actual story, and you will see a picture of City Gear's outfit, and they have like Vapor Max pluses, and then I have Air Max ones in my picture, and you just need to vote either City Gear or TJ.
And then where do they do that at?
On my Instagram, talks.with.tj. So you'll see as you go through, you'll see the one where I already beat them in round 1. So if you just keep clicking through, you'll see the brand new one, and you'll see City Gear and TJ. Just click which one you think is better. Clearly mine.
in the stories.
Yeah, it's in my stories.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Everybody
you definitely back in the landslide. If you guys look on Talk to TJ story, it looks something
She's
like
destroying them right now.
Oh, yeah.
You are crushing them now with the Air Max.
I clicked on the wrong one. Okay, wait.
Girl,
City Gear never gonna battle you again, girl. You at least you ain't gotta kill him like that. They ain't gonna never want to battle you again.
Somebody said I was a bully. I was like, I'm an innocent angel. I'm not a bully.
You in there? Let's swimwear, son.
I'm gonna vote from both.
Oh, you cheating now, Rap? Damn, she
That's not cheating. That's nepotism. That's nepotism. He already understands. I expect big brothers to provide all around.
I'm gonna do it from both accounts. Who next on the outro?
All right, I'll go. Yeah, man. Thank you guys in the chat. We enjoyed you. I enjoyed the panels. Your girl Q the Queen. Q the Queen on YouTube. Q the Queen as well. You want to take me all on IG? But I am a YouTuber, so either way, you can catch me. I'm trying to post more IG, so we don't see how that goes. Round and round. But we'll figure that thing out. But anywho, yeah. Be on the lookout. We're doing it. 2020. We got it. Ladies.
The ladies with a little room for AJ on the side.
This ain't about to be AJ in the pit,
I'm the only guy just standing there like, let's go.
Like, all right, ladies, let's go. 2020.
Yeah.
So that means he ain't gonna never be nowhere on time. He ain't gonna be nowhere on time.
Right.
AJ's pretty good with time.
No, he's with all women. He ain't gonna be nowhere on time.
Oh no. We might be on time. We're definitely not gonna.
Hey, see, here y'all go, man. Here y'all go. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, yo, Rep, how about you log off, right? Rep log off. Rep log off.
I ain't say nothing.
All right, bye, y'all.
Everybody got their outros out? Everybody good? Caddy, you good?
Cadillac Jackson, Cadillac_Jackson, IG. I don't do YouTube that much. You might get the video a year. That's it.
Wednesday.
And watch Talking Kicks.
Wednesday nights at
Wednesday nights, 8:30.
We good? Everybody good?
Yeah.
Yo, Rep, just log off.
Okay, y'all. Okay, all right. It's your boy Rep Milwaukee 414. Appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Still got a few people still in here looking at our antics. You know, this is every Tuesday night, and I appreciate y'all coming through. Shout out to TJ.
I don't got no wig on, AJ. Damn.
She graced us with her presence. Appreciate that. Feats graced us with her presence tonight. Appreciate that. You already know what it is, Caddy. Every Tuesday we get it in. AJ, I appreciate you coming through as usual. And Q been coming through, sprinkling us.
BX says stay for another hour. BX, I'm trying to go to bed before 2 o'clock at least once.
Yeah, I'm good.
In a blue moon.
I'm good on that.
I gotta be to work at 4, so I might as well not go to sleep. So
I've really been that way. I've legit been that way where I'm like, there's no point in going to sleep.
You got 4 hours.
Yeah, we gotta be
for real. You be like, by the time you tie your hair up, get ready, you be like, this is pointless.
It's a wrap.
I ain't doing shit tomorrow. I'm gonna be chilling.
Oh,
that means I'm gonna wake you up. I'm just gonna start spamming you with messages.
I'll be up. I'm on my schedule tomorrow.
Hey, but for real, I appreciate y'all coming through tonight. We had another good one Tuesday night. Y'all know how we do every Tuesday night, man. Good conversation, good dialogue. Even though, who has the heat is the season is over with. That don't mean that we over with. If y'all like what we got going on every Tuesday night, if y'all have something that y'all want to see us talk about, hit the comment section, hit me in the DM on Instagram, whatever. Easy accessible. Y'all know what it is. And if it's legit, we'll talk about it. Whatever. If it's some blood, we ain't doing it.
No fugazi, no controversy.
Yeah, exactly. So once again, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Make sure you guys check the brand SNEAKERHEADSClothingline.com. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys check out the Instagram SNEAKERHEADS_clothing_line. Make sure you guys check out my personal Instagram, which is Red Milwaukee 414. Obviously, picking the winners. I seen somebody ask earlier. I think that was Captain for Kicks. Picking the winner for the giveaway on Friday. Now, it wasn't tonight. It'll be on Friday, like I said last Friday. I'll pick the winners for the 2K giveaway this coming up Friday at 7:00 Central. So if you still want to participate and you haven't yet, you can go back to last Friday's live and you can enter. You'll get the details. So watch it. And it's very simple. So you can enter and hopefully you win. If you don't be a hater, bro. Just relax.
And side note, if you enter my 10K giveaway, you could win stuff from SNEAKERHEADS Clothing Line.
That's
and Cuzzo and Hang Your Soul and 8 and 9 and your own Nike chain too.
Okay, listen, we gonna end this. What we doing?
Man, what y'all starting a whole other conversation? What the hell's going on right now?
Hey, so once again, man,
I'm waiting to see how long this goes on for, because we've been trying to close this show out for the past 2 hours. I done left, checked on my wife, changed fucking clothes, and he's still trying to close the show out.
Hey, see, look,
this is fucking amazing.
You didn't change clothes. You about to do another video. See,
that's should be used to this. This is like trying to put a toddler down to sleep. She ain't listening to you.
Oh man.
We gonna go ahead and close it out, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man. Peace.
All right.